tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the murk, switching lanes right now. Passive income getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures, 3-course meals for dinners, 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different. Cause the bag is different.
This can't come out.
So your local hospital is St. Thomas, no, not St. Thomas, what's it called? There's a hospital near you.
Is it?
Shh.
Yeah.
I used to live there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where haven't you lived?
Where haven't I lived? Those are the only places. Tottenham, Enfield, Northampton, New York, and...
You lived in New York?
Yeah. I lived in New York for like 18 months.
Did you?
Yeah. I was working HSBC out there.
No way. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so loads of things that we need to discuss, I guess.
Yes.
Oi. Cheers. What are you drinking? What is that? Water?
I'm waiting for the buzzball.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that.
Thank you. Did you say the red one was a nice one?
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Just tequila, real sweet.
Oh, my nose.
Yeah, how do I get that view? I can see all the... Oh yeah, okay. This guy. What did you press?
This one. It's 2 of these. It's one here.
Okay, leave.
Yeah.
Yep. I am blessed. Let's go viral, baby.
I'm howling. Boy.
This one's cool.
I know your loyal supporters are going to message. Oh, Sharon, you're so amazing.
Oh, please.
Do you even get bad comments?
Yeah.
Is it? What did they say?
Why does your wig look like that?
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Okay.
Why does your wig look like that?
Oh my, what an idiot.
Or like, yeah, sometimes, like I said something one time and everyone said I was delusional. I'm delusional fairly often. Not so much anymore.
Are you delusional?
I don't think I am.
Is it? Like, what sort of things do they say?
Basically,
Question
I said, have we started?
We're always starting, isn't it?
Okay, cool.
First,
So,
this guy will keep me in here. Then catch me going out. My brother,
My guy.
go viral, go viral.
it was so lovely to meet you.
We'll
Hopefully see you again
definitely
soon.
again.
Yeah, defo.
All right, cool.
Do you know what I mean? In case someone comes inside and kills them.
Hey, I don't want to die today.
You have to be prepared. My brain always goes to that, you know?
At least let me marry.
Yo. Like you said, you used to be married.
I know you was going to do this. I knew it. So you cut the top off and you don't need to see that.
Well, go on. These other guys, they had some lights in here. What happened to those?
I took them off.
Really? You don't like them?
No, I didn't think you would.
No, I don't really, but...
Where's that, my bro?
Sweet. So before you die, you want to marry?
No, I'm just joking. Delusional. Yeah, basically, I think I said one time on the pod that I used to, like, my specifications for like dating used to be really different.
Mm-hmm.
And now I actually do consider potential.
What do you mean?
Like, I will consider like a guy's potential, like even if he's not maybe like exactly where he needs to be right now, or like where I would hope for him to be, depending on like the characteristics that he exemplifies, like I can date based on potential.
Okay.
And people told me I was delusional.
One thing that I was always like, no, I can never do this was like date with the idea of potential, like date with like, I know that you're not there now, but like I believe that because you want to get there, you can get there. And I never used to be like that. I used to be like, no, I need to see that now.
Now you're dating you guys based on potential. Not based. Let's not do that.
The reason why is because that is actually my life. That is work. And I think about that when I'm dating as well, because I'm just kind of like, I can see past the like where you are currently.
Yes.
And I can see like, you have the traits of somebody who will be successful because you are hardworking, you're consistent, and you actually care.
Yes.
You're thinking with your future in mind.
One.
Also, Pastor, cool down. This guy is so annoying.
Wait, they said you were delusional because you can't, because you would date
I said
on
potential. Yeah. So they were
Interesting.
just like, what would you mean date men for potential? Like, that's stupid. But I was like, you lot are not getting the context. Like, I'm not just saying that.
That doesn't sound delusional at all.
Yeah, I know, but you're level-headed, like, you get it. But like, yeah, most of the, I'll send you the snippet after. Most of the comments were just like, What are you talking about? You're so dumb.
Okay. Hello, Sharon.
Hello.
Welcome to This Can't Come Out.
I'm so excited to be here.
I am extremely excited because one of the reasons why I'm extremely excited, well, I don't know why that's flickering. But anyway, one of the reasons why I'm so excited is this is completes my Uncut trilogy.
Yeah.
So what that also means is if I decide to stop podcasting today, I am a legend already.
Forget it.
Due to the fact that I'm the first platform to have all three of you girls on individually.
It's actually quite daunting, you know?
Why is it daunting?
Because I just feel like I have to be on. And like, do you know, I feel like when there's three of you, obviously, you can like rely on like other people. If somebody asks a question and you don't really want to answer it.
Oh, you can just chill and
I just chill and I just wait. Or I'll be like, I wonder what like you think first. But obviously I don't have that luxury today. But I'm super excited.
I'll be nice. I'm a lovely guy.
No. Obviously I know. It's all good.
Sweet. So how I like to start is, obviously this is a common sense, but how do we know each other?
From your podcast, to be honest. So like Beatrice has already mentioned this in her episode, but that episode that she often refers to, she sent it into the group chat. And then that's how I was introduced to your pod. And then I think I followed you on socials and stuff, and your clips would come up all the time. And every time, like, I'm one of those people, like, I'll go through socials, like, watching stuff on, like, silent. But every time, like, your snippet would come up, I would actually, like, unmute the video to, like, hear it. Yeah. And then I started watching, like, the full clips as well. And obviously, like a lot of the guests that you have, I don't necessarily know them, but they just have super interesting stories. There was one that I watched that like almost brought me to tears. It was like your friend whose dad passed away when she was in Dubai, I think.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I watched that. But yeah. So
I have interest. What made you watch that? What, as in why?
I saw the clips first.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to go and watch it.
This is interesting because that means this strategy works.
Yeah. What did you think it was doing? Not anything.
No, I think it was doing something, but my vibe was literally just post clips every single day, be almost like a spam into the algorithm. And it's like
something will stick.
Yeah, and it made you watch it. And it really brought you to tears.
Nah, yeah, it was emotional, man.
Fuck it out. Obviously, you mentioned that you and Beatrice are best friends. Can you explain the origin of you two story, please, isn't it?
Yeah. So we went to a school in Essex. I'll say the name because she said it on her episode as well. We're from Essex. The school that we went to was predominantly white. Like the black people in that year, we could definitely count on two hands, and there were over 100 students in my year.
Oh, wow.
The black girls, there were 4 of us, and myself and Beatrice were obviously 2. So basically how it would work at that school is you would have like an induction day, maybe like a couple of months before you officially start first year in like September. So
first year?
Oh, yeah.
I was in year 7?
Yeah, 7,
okay, yeah.
That school called it like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. But anyway, year 7.
A private school or something?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Fucking hell. Okay, continue.
Okay. So you'd have the induction, I think like maybe July or August, and then you would start in September. So we got to the induction, you already knew what your form group was going to be. So you basically just like go to like wherever your form is, whatever, to register. We get there now, and I think me and my mum were already there, and then Beatrice and her mum arrived. And then we kind of just clocked each other.
Well, she would.
And her mum was like, another black Nigerian, you need to be friends. Like her mum was like, you need to be friends. And I think because her mum said that, she, like Beatrice and I were like, we don't want to be friends. Like we don't have to just be friends because we're black. So in first year, in year 7, sorry.
Don't try to be one of us again. Stick to your first year.
What are you talking about?
Continue, yeah.
In year 7, like the first like term or 2, we were trying to pretend like we didn't want to be friends or whatever. So our friendship didn't actually really start in year 7. But yeah, so eventually after like trying to form, we became friends. So yeah, we went to the same secondary school, and we were in the same form group from year 7 all the way up to year 11.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then for sixth form, she went to the boys' version of my school for sixth form.
So you went to the boys' version?
Yeah, so basically the school that we went to for sixth form they were two grammar schools, two separate grammar schools. One is called CCHS, so like Chelmsford County High School for girls. And then she went to King Edward's Grammar School for boys, but the sixth form is mixed.
Okay, why did you do that?
Because it's a better school, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is for sixth form?
Yeah, for sixth form.
Yeah.
But our schools were opposite the road, basically. So I would still go to, like, she would start her journey, like, on a certain train. Like, she would get on the train, like, a few stops before me. Then she would tell me what carriage she was on. And then, like, when I got onto it, I would get onto that same carriage sort of thing. So sixth form, again, like, we saw each other every single day. Obviously, like, when we were in secondary school, we were, like, the best of friends. And I think we're so blessed that we had each other because that school was just so white.
What happened to the other two black girls there?
They were cool as well. Actually, one of the girls went to my church, so we were cool. And then another girl, yeah, like she was pretending like she wasn't black. Like, I don't know, she was just...
Oh, mental.
She was in her own little thing. And then in second year, there was another black girl who joined. But because Beatrice and I were in the same form group, and you tend to, like, you know, in secondary school, you tend to do a lot of stuff in your form group anyway. So, like, that's how we just became, like, super close. Like, to the point where the way that we laugh on the podcast now, we've been laughing like that since. Our teachers used to separate us. Like, we would go on
I know exactly what you guys
we would go on
like.
athletics, like, competitions or whatever, and our teachers would be like, one of you at the front of the coach, one of you at the back of the coach. Because, like,
Straight away,
like... And we did all sorts of sports, so like hockey fixtures as well. Like, we would, like, some of our teachers would just split us up. Like, we used to get kicked out of the lunch hall from like laughing too loud. Like, we just used to find everything funny.
Fucking hell.
We used to find everything funny. So yeah, that's my best friend.
What, did you experience any racism in that school?
Yeah, 100%.
Is it? Have you got any stories to me?
Like, my English teacher, so I had an English teacher who was Asian. Like, she was Indian, I think. Yeah, she was Indian. And she was great. Like, she was fantastic. And when I was, like, in her class, I used to do really well. Like, I was getting, in my GCSEs, like, I was getting 100% in English. And then when I got to fifth year, so, like, obviously in fourth year, you've done, like, half to, in
11, you see?
10.
Oh, yeah, 10, okay.
In year 10, you've done, like, half of your GCSEs already. So I was already on track to get an A-star. Like, I'd gotten 100% in every exam that I'd ever written for English. And then in year 11, we got a new teacher.
Okay.
And basically my school was, so I played hockey when I was at school, but we would have, like, hockey training before term officially started. So, like, we would come to school, like, a week early, and we'd have to train, like, before the term started.
So you played hockey seriously?
Like, for 8 years, yeah.
Fucking
so, like,
hell, okay.
Secondary school, sixth form, and then
what was your position? Do you remember?
Yeah, right forward.
Okay, interesting.
So yeah, so I think, like, I had gone to, so we'd had training or whatever, and then I had to go to, like, the head of year's office for, like, something to, like, she was also, like, head of hockey or something. So I had to go to her office for something. And that new teacher was there. So she's like, oh yeah, like, Sharon, he's going to be your English teacher. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you. Da, da, da. And then he was like, just randomly like, oh, what do you think you're going to get in your GCSEs? And I was like, oh, well, I'm on track to get an A-star. So I hope I'll get an A-star. And he was like, oh, we'll see about that. And I was like, what? And when I was in the class, yeah, he used to single me out all the time. Like, to the point where, like, there were times I would leave the class, like, crying. Like, he just used to be so rude. He used to shout at me for literally, when I tell you no reason, like, no reason. I used to tell my parents, and, like, you know when you tell, like, African parents that a teacher's being mean, like, my dad is always like, yeah, but what did you do? And I'm like, I didn't actually do anything. It wasn't until, like, we had a parents' evening and my mum came, and my mum was like, you know, I'm just a bit concerned about Sharon because she feels like she's struggling in the class. But, like, last year she had a different teacher and she was doing really, really well. He started shouting at my mum.
He shouted at your mum?
My mum was like, what did he? And I was like, exactly. And then imagine, I shouldn't have said his name. We'll shush it out.
Yeah.
But imagine, yeah, this same guy, he's deranged anyway, because he then got caught.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
But yeah, so that guy, he was just not normal. And then he had a lot of like run-ins with like people who just weren't white. Like the black students and the Asian students like all really struggled with it. Like he was blatantly racist. And then you have also like the racism that was a little bit more like subdued, if you get what I mean.
Covert racism.
Covert, where it's kind of like you later on then realize like, oh, that was racism. Like for example, we only had one black teacher in the whole school. They found a way to get rid of him. Like one of the students said, I think he was Caribbean and he had a bit of an accent, but you could still understand what he's saying.
We don't understand.
One of the students was like, my daughter's really struggling to understand what he's saying.
Wow.
And so he got fired.
Wow.
Yeah, that school was kind of crazy, yeah. It was crazy. But at the same time, like, I'm still grateful for the experience because I wouldn't be in the job I am today if I hadn't gone to that school.
You reckon? Why'd you say that?
Because it's my friend's dad from that school who actually introduced me.
Oh, wow.
As my, like, connect into my industry.
Okay, so obviously you work in a private equity.
Yeah.
What was your route into this particular role?
So basically, like you said, I went to a private school. My dad was like, my parents really struggled to put me through that education.
What do you mean? As in like they're working hard?
Boy, like my dad was taking extra shifts, like whatever he could do. Like,
what'd your dad do for a living?
He's a consultant now.
Okay. What consultancy?
What's the name of this engineering company again? Oh, I can't remember. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
You know, it's engineering.
And what'd your mum do, sorry?
She's a social worker.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Any other siblings as well?
I have 2 younger brothers.
What, do they go to private school?
So, no, not really. So, okay, wait, let me go back.
Okay, cool.
So, we were actually born in Hackney. So, I lived in Hackney for like the first 8 years of my life. When we were in Hackney, we all went to private schools. Well, I have a brother that's 8 years younger than me. So, like, he was just about born when we left. We went to private schools, but like, I would say private schools in the sense that like, they were fee paying, but they weren't like private school level of like fee paying.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So is this, what level? Is this before first semester?
Yeah, this is primary school.
Primary
so this is like up to like 0 to like 8.
Okay.
So like nursery to year 3. Because my dad said that he saw one girl pushing one pram, and she looked about 16, and then my dad was like, why would her mom leave her to be pushing her brother like that? My mom was like, that's her child.
Wow.
My dad was like, what? My dad wasn't born in this country.
Wow.
Whereas my mum was born in this country.
Oh,
she grew up in Nigeria.
Okay.
But then because like obviously through marriage, that's how my dad kind of got like his citizenship and stuff. But he moved over to the UK when I think I was like 1 or 1.5. So yeah, so my dad was not like, he was like, what do you mean? Like she's pregnant and is what do you mean? My dad was like, she must go to a Christian school. And the Christian school nearest our house was a fee paying school. So yeah, so me and my brothers went to like fee paying schools like up until like the end of primary school. And then I went to this school that I mentioned.
Wait, so you said that fee paying school was up until year 3.
Yeah, and then when we moved to Essex, we went to another Christian school, which was also fee paying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wait, you must have had to do amazing in education due to the fact that your parents are paying for it. So that must be a different pressure.
Understand?
Yeah, I can imagine. I didn't go to no fee paying school, and the pressure was immense. So imagine you fucking around with your education. Yeah.
I don't think like the pressure was too much. It was actually bad. Like it was bad. Like, nah, man. No 11-year-old should be made to feel that way. No 11-year-old. To the point, my aunties and uncles would be like, do you know how much your mom and your dad are paying for your fees? You have to get ISTA and everything. And I was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, the pressure was a lot. But one thing that my dad was like, before I joined that school, he was like, he said 2 things. He said, number 1, you'll get to this school, and almost everybody that you meet is going to be way wealthier than we are. And I think like, obviously in my naivety, I was 11, like, and probably just turned 11, like not too long ago. I didn't really understand like what he meant. Because I'm obviously just around like my friends who are just in the similar sort of background to me, whose parents have the same sort of background as me. So I was like, I didn't really understand what he meant. And then the second thing was like, he said, and I don't know how he would have like said it to an 11-year-old, to be honest, but he was like, you need to network. Like we're not sending you there for you to just go and do.
Yeah, your dad's kind of like a maverick.
He was like, we're not sending you there to just go and do maths and English. You have to network. My mum also was like, you have to do everything that you can sign up for that's free. You have to do. So that's why I played hockey. I played netball. I did athletics, fencing, swimming.
Me?
What? Like there was nothing I didn't. My mum was like, you have to do everything. Like she was not having like. When sometimes I'd be like, but I don't want to do netball. Like I'm sure, like I'm not even like. She was like, you have to go. She was like, you have to go.
So you did basically every single after school activity that was available.
Whatever they had. I
reckon that's for like childcare reasons as well.
Maybe, but I don't think so, to be honest, because I just came home by myself and I let myself in the house and my parents just came back whenever.
When they said that to you about basically you're going to... Because that's an interesting conversation to have with an 11-year-old. That, they're going to be significantly richer than you. Did you then start noticing it?
I noticed that immediately. Some of the conversations would be like, how many bathrooms do you have in your house? And I'm like... What? Like, I only have one bathroom, one toilet. Like, I don't understand. The toilet and the bathroom are in the same room. And, like, I wouldn't say that because, like, we're in a group now and people are like, oh, I have 8 bathrooms. Oh, I have 5.
8? Lord Jesus.
Like, someone would be like, oh, like, should we go round to yours for Easter, like, to swim or whatever? And, like, people had pools in their gardens. People had pools, outdoor pools and indoor pools. People had... their houses that they lived in and then their outer house that was in the same compound as their house. People had paddocks for their horses in their gardens.
Essex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had stables for their horses in their gardens, as in from their bedroom they could see the horses. Yeah.
Lord Jesus,
like
man.
People had... I think that's why I work so hard as well, though, because I have been exposed to a different level of wealth that I didn't know was attainable, but I have now seen. And so like, that's also what drives. And I think when Beatrice said as well, like her goal was to make as much money as possible, she will say the same thing as well in terms of like the school that we went to, we were exposed to so much that it's just kind of like, there's money to be made, sorry. Like, and there's a life that you can live that's just so...
Do you know what's funny? Because I went to a state school, but my state school was in a really, really good area. And basically my parents kind of finessed me to get in there. Basically, my brother went to the sixth form. Yeah, I was out of the catchment area.
Okay.
My brother went to the sixth form. So when you do the application when I was in year 7, his brother goes to the school and automatically it means that I can go there. So I got in that way. And our school is almost, because it was in such a nice area, all of the kids there are rich. But the funny thing about it was that these were rich children. They didn't present rich. It was until we started going to their houses, all the black kids, that we realized,
like,
this is mental.
I think that's interesting because maybe they didn't present rich because not everybody was rich. Whereas when you go to a school where everybody is rich, you don't need to like act normal because that is your normal. Do you get what I mean? So when these girls and guys were saying like all these different things about people's houses, it's just because that's all they've known. And so a lot of them went to also the prep school of that same school. So they've all just been in the same
already,
system. Yeah.
And also with my school as well, which made it awkward as well, was it was a non-uniform wearing school.
What? From year 7?
Yeah, from year 7 to year 11.
I don't know how I feel about that.
We were no uniform. But the thing about me is I had older brothers, so I was what? Hand-me-down galore. I looked like the flyest kid. In fact, when it came to fashion and clothes, you
were that guy.
I was amazing because I had older brothers.
Yeah.
Whereas these rich kids, they would wear the same clothes every single day. So I'm over here presenting as though I am rich.
Yeah.
But these guys are what was it? It was what do you call them? You know, like ambassadors. Their children used to come to the school.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the richest road in it was called the Billionaire's Way or something.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, children in our school, their houses were there, but they will have things like humongous houses that are worth like 20 million, but their children will wear the same clothes every single day and stuff in it. But they are considerably richer than me, but they're just not changing their clothes. And I just thought, growing up, like the dynamic of that is just crazy. It kind of showed like especially with my family, it was a very prideful family. The black experience almost is to don't embarrass us, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make you look presentable.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys have actually got shit and stuff like set up for them. Yeah. So yeah, you're going into your education and how your education led into you going into your career.
Yeah. So obviously, like my dad was like, you need to network, and basically. When I was
that's crazy
11, 12 or whatever, I started noticing like, hold on, my friends who are rich, which is the majority of them, their parents work in finance. I was like, that's what I want to do. I decided I wanted to be an investment banker when I was like 12 or 13. I didn't even know what that meant. I wasn't even good at maths, but I was like, that's what I want to do. Because
how are you not good at maths?
I'm actually not that good at maths. I'm like...
Are you just not bad at maths? You're not bad at maths. I'm not
that intelligent. I just work really, really hard. I'm being so serious.
You see, but I feel like intelligence, I feel like you're intelligent because you've identified what you're not great at already. I feel like that's a form of intelligence anyway.
Yeah, but that is...
What did you get grade-wise?
I actually flopped my A-levels. My GCSEs, I got all A's.
Okay. So you got an A in maths in GCSE?
Yeah, I did. But again, like I said... I'm one of those people.
Yeah, so what? You're not bad at maths. You can't get A and be bad at maths.
Okay, well,
you don't even know did they have the lower paper in your school? Was that a thing?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Basically, there's a paper that you can only get a C in. Yeah,
I heard about that. I don't know. I wasn't part of that conversation. I don't know. My A-levels, I flopped though. I got
what did you get?
B, C, D. Like I actually flopped.
Yeah. I think I got B. I think I got BBC, and I was pissed as well.
I did chemistry, English, and maths at A2.
Why did you pick that?
Okay, it all kind of ties into this whole story. But then at university, I graduated with the first.
Yay! In what subject?
Chemistry.
Okay. What the fuck? What on earth?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Oh, Lord. Why on earth chemistry?
But yeah, my A-levels were a mess. But also, that was partly because I was like struggling with my sight at that time.
Okay.
So yeah, anyway.
What's wrong with your sight?
I have astigmatism in my right eye, which is apparently quite normal, but it just wasn't picked up by my optician until I was like 18, which is like A2 time basically. So yeah, like I would be in exams and I can't see what I'm reading in front of me. And like I did English A-level. So like you have to read. Like I literally have Jane Eyre on the table and it's like 500 pages long and I cannot even see. I cannot even see what I'm reading. Like I couldn't read at all. So like that was like probably partly why I flopped my
Did you get mitigating circumstances or anything? Yeah,
I got like resting time, but like that didn't really help that much to be honest. But anyway, so yeah, back to this story. So my dad was like, yeah, you have to network, and then I was like, okay, people's parents are like even hedge funds, like that's what they're doing. So I was like, well, that's what I want to do. So I asked my friends and I was like, oh, will your dad let me do work experience at your his company? Will your dad let me do work experience at his company? And yeah, I did. And one of my friend's dads did. He said, yeah. And so then I went and did work experience. I mean, how old was I? Like 15, I think, or 14. So like, what did they really have me doing? Like, not much, to be honest. But it meant I can put it on my CV. Yeah. And then he was like, oh, Sharon, like, I've got a friend who is the head of this investment bank. Do you want to come next summer and do 2 weeks work experience? So I was like, yeah, that would be great. So then the next summer I did 2 weeks work experience at this investment bank.
So you had a work experience and then you had an extra work experience.
Yeah. So the following summer I had 2 weeks work experience at an investment bank. And then basically because I had those two things on my CV, I could then start basically applying to stuff on my own. So I did like Bank of America Spring Week, HSBC Spring Week, and I think I did another one as well. And so then by the time I got to uni, going back. So when I was doing this work experience at this investment bank, they were like to me, don't feel like you have to study maths or economics like at uni. Basically just study like what you want to study and just do well at it. Crazy. We take all sorts of subjects. And so when I moved schools, because my dad was like, to be honest, I almost didn't even finish my A-levels at that secondary school because my parents were like, we literally can't afford it anymore. So they were going to pull me out of secondary school after year 10. So I was going to have to do complete my A-levels at a different school. But obviously at that point, you've already started your not my A-levels, my GCSEs. At that point, I was like, you've already started your GCSEs. Luckily for me, I was really good at chemistry. And I was like super engaged, and the chemistry teacher was the head of my year. So she spoke to the headmaster, and then I got a bursary.
Wow.
Yeah.
From what? A bursary from sixth form? I mean...
For the final year. Because my parents actually...
year 11?
Yeah, so year 11.
Fucking hell,
so I got like a 20% bursary or something.
Lord.
Because my chemistry teacher was also my head of year. So she was like, no, she's actually like really hardworking. Like, it would be a shame if she couldn't complete her GCSEs. And also, like, we did IGCSEs for science. So, and not every school does that.
What's IGCSEs?
It's international GCSEs, basically. So I think it's like the GCSEs that they would do in like other countries as well, sort of thing. So it's internationally recognized. But the issue is that you start doing your GCSEs in year 9 for science.
Okay, yeah.
So I'd already done 2/3 of my GCSEs, and like I would have had to learn like a different syllabus if I was going to go to a different school. So anyway, long story short, I got a bursary. And
your
then
parents saved some bread as well.
Yeah. But my parents were like, yeah, this is your last year. So you like start looking for another school for sixth form because you're not staying here, sort of thing.
Is that why you and Beatrice didn't end up going to the same?
Yeah. I think her parents could afford the fees, but like my parents were like, you need to cut. So then I ended up moving schools for sixth form. And when I moved schools for sixth form, I wanted to do economics A-level, but they prioritized the existing students ahead of like new intake. So the economics class was already full. So then I did history instead of economics. So then I ended up doing... it's interesting.
Okay, interesting. So,
so I did maths, English, chemistry and history.
Maths, English, chemistry and history. What subjects, man?
I know, it's crazy. And then when I got to pick my degree subject, I actually wanted to do chemistry with management, which only a couple of universities did that. So Warwick, York, and Birmingham.
Warwick with Beatrice.
Yeah, so I had an offer.
Sorry, I don't know why I went squeaky voice.
So I had an offer. So we were like, oh, we're so excited. We're going to be together like forever, basically. And then I flopped my A-levels. So then I didn't end up going to work.
So what were you supposed to get?
I was meant to get 2 A's and B, which is what I think my offer was 2 A's and B, and those were my predicted grades as well. But obviously I finished with BCD, so they were just like, you can piss right off, mate.
Oh, wow.
So I ended up going to Loughborough.
What was your family life like when you didn't get the grades? Because
do you know, my parents did not give me any headache because...
I mean, this is my bedtime. It's calm anyway.
I'm crying. My parents didn't give me any headache because they saw how hard I was working. And they also knew what was going on with my eyesight as well. So they were just like... In fact, my mum was trying to console me. I was actually miserable. Like, I was so sad. So it was actually fine. Yeah. But then I ended up going to Loughborough. But I was like, I'm only doing a year here and I'm going to Warwick. So I was like, I'm not even trying to make any friends, can't I? Because I'm not going to see you guys. I'm not going to see you guys next year. I'll be so real. And then I think it was like, we had just started like first year of university, and like a couple of weeks in, I call Warwick and I'm like, what do I need to get in my first year to start that chemistry with management degree next year? And they were like, we actually, like 2015, which was the year that I started, was our last intake for that degree. We're no longer doing chemistry with management. So it's either chemistry or just management. And I was like, do you know what? Maybe this is God's like way of saying like, stay where you are. So I ended up doing my degree at chemistry at Loughborough. Okay. Yeah. And then did you enjoy your chemistry degree? I did. Okay. It was really fun. And you got first. Congratulations again, darling. Thank you. So you got your chemistry degree, and how did you end up getting into your actual finance role as a result? Okay, so then I had lost contact with my friend's dad at this point. How? Why would you do that? There was no LinkedIn. You were networking for fucking 5 years. I know, but it's like, no, but it's like, I think I only... Again, like I started my work experience when I was like 14 or 15. And then he helped me again the following year. But then it's kind of like when you're 16, like obviously you want to stay in contact with these people. But what am I supposed to email you? Like, hi, just checking in. Just want to see how's the family. Like what am I supposed to say? And we didn't have especially that you don't really speak to the door. Yeah. That means they're just speaking to some random 16-year-old, isn't it? Like I was just like, I don't really have anything to say. And then also we didn't have LinkedIn back then. So you tried to keep in contact, but you thought this is too awkward? I don't think I even really tried. I think I wanted to, but like I didn't really know how to go about it. But I guess you already got your work experience. I know, but it would have been good to stay in contact. But it's fine because it all worked out in the end. So anyway, I ended up going into consulting first out of uni.
Is it? Which, okay, cool, yeah.
So management consulting. And I actually enjoyed it. I was on a grad scheme and like I got my grad.
Well done. Oh my God. Getting onto a fucking grad scheme, Lord, I swear down. No one has applied.
So hard.
To the point where I said, fuck it, man.
Yeah, man.
Fuck it.
So hard.
Do you know what I had to do in order to get into finance? I did something called Mountbatten. Have you heard of it?
No.
Which is, you know, DLT, Dave, those guys done it as well.
Really?
Which is why all of us have been to New York.
Wow.
So what happens is you pay near enough like £9,000 or £12,000 if you want to get your master's. You do it, you work in New York for about a year and basically study out there for a year, and then they just give you a finance role. It's not just finance, it's also law. Wow. It's also, so it's a great, and what was it? That's why Tips was mentioning a lot of us Black people are doing backdoor routes to try and get into these organizations. Because they never know, boy.
Yeah, they love it. Oh my days, it was so hard. Because
I used to even laugh at it.
I tried to get into onto a finance grad scheme for the longest, but like it was so hard.
Yeah.
It was so
impossible,
hard. And it's like also, even with a first class degree, like that didn't even really do that much for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was so hard. And my goal was to get onto a grad scheme before I graduated. Because I watched my friends above me who didn't prioritize it in their final year, basically miss that intake and then have to wait a whole year to get onto a grad scheme. So I was like, my priority is getting onto a grad scheme. Like I need to have a job by the time I'm throwing that cap in the air. Like, do you know what I mean? So anyway, that's what I did. Thank God I got a grad scheme. And then
boy. Lord,
Thank you. And then I did that for like 2 years and I was like, this is not for me, man. Like it's too slow. And also COVID happened. So like my first project.
I forget how young you lot are. I forget how young you are.
I'm not even young.
You are definitely young. Because if you're talking about the start of your career coincides with COVID, you are a baby, darling. You are your fetus.
Okay, fair enough. I am 28.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, 28. Oh, wow. Fuck. COVID was a long, long time ago, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. But yeah, so then I started my grad scheme and then my first project was Heathrow Airport. So it was actually the Heathrow expansion project because they wanted to build another runway in Heathrow. So I worked...
What was it? There was a code name for that. What was it called again? Like G-Sun?
Oh, no. Yeah,
whatever.
Something like that. I can't remember now. And that was really cool. It was really interesting. But then COVID happened and then we're obviously like, we don't need to build another runway. Like no one's going anywhere. So then I got taken off that project and got put onto another one. And then after that, I moved on to the MOD, like Ministry of Defence. And it was just so...
You worked for Ministry of Defence?
As as project manager.
Oh, wow. Did you get any like classified information? Like or a security clearance or it?
Yeah, I needed security clearance for it, but the information I had wasn't anything interesting.
Oh, okay.
But like the serious, like you need developed vetting, which is like they interview your family for you to get that. Like,
fuck that.
Yeah. Like,
I would definitely not get no job like that.
Nah.
They'll see my family. Oh, have you heard of a program called Gogglebox before?
Yeah, I've watched it.
Do you know what happened one time, I remember seeing the program, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. Just a family watching TV. My mum must have went to Morrison's one time. And I think basically, I'm not sure, I don't remember this because this is kind of fuzzy. I went with my family to Morrison's, and then what was it? Some guy must have seen my mum, and then they had some conversation. And I was like, okay, cool. This is just some guy at Morrison's, whatever. Cool. I remember I must have come to my mum's house, and then I see some like nice Range Rover just in our driveway. Come inside the house, and I see a guy leaving, and my mum and my dad's there. And then, bye. But what's this? This guy's, he basically is offering us a chance to be on a TV program where we watch TV. This is Gogglebox. And I said, yeah. And basically, I forgot what it was. There was some sort of financial incentive that they would give you. Basically, all you have to do is basically just watch TV and then
react to it.
And my vibe was, okay, cool, interesting. but why us?
Yeah,
As in,
yeah.
what did he see that made him choose us, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, we're not doing this, isn't it? My mum was like, no, but come on, they're going to give her... This is me, nah. There's no way that we're going to be doing any of this.
Why not?
What my family is just a funny family, innit?
Is it? Yeah,
so I'm thinking, nah, what are they going to fucking
like saying the wrong things and
stuff, innit? And I was old enough them times to know.
Nah, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, people cussing my mum. I won't be able to
I wouldn't be able
that.
to hack that. No.
So wait, so in terms of, is your dad like proud of you?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, no, he's proud. Even like, so I was saying to my parents for the longest, like, I need to graduate with a first. And I think it was because my GCSEs, I didn't feel like I did well. My A-levels, I definitely didn't do well. So I was like...
All A's?
It doesn't matter though. Like, for me, I wanted A stars.
That's a vibe, yeah.
So...
Set the bar high, then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I was just like, I wasn't happy. And like, I went my whole education, like, just being like, undersatisfied with like my grades, or dissatisfied. Undersatisfied is not a word, but yeah, dissatisfied with my grades. I said it, I was like, that don't sound right.
I got you, innit? Yeah.
Dissatisfied with my grades and stuff. And I wanted to prove to myself that I was actually like...
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I need to prove to myself that I'm smart. So I was just like, I'm going to get first. And my mum didn't really take me seriously. Because like, I would be like to her, I'm not coming home for Easter, I need to study. And she's like, what do you mean? You need to come home.
And you were actually studying?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
wow.
My final year of uni, on Boxing Day, I went straight back to uni. Like, I only went home for like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I was like, yeah. And I also worked part-time as well whilst I was there.
Oh, what were you working?
3, the phone company.
Oh, wow. You said that with so much like hate and animosity.
No, I actually loved it. Yeah, it was good. Like, it was nice to make my own... Well, first of all, my dad was like, I can't afford to be paying your accommodation and stuff, so you're going to have to get to work. Because my brother also then started uni like a year after me.
Oh, okay.
So my dad was like, I think he felt like because my brother didn't get the opportunity to have a private education, he was going to fund like basically his whole uni life. So then I had to work. So that I had somewhere to sleep and eat.
No, that seems like a remarkable man. Like,
thank you.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, because when I'm hearing the stories, it just sounds like a guy that's very, very motivated just to have the best for his children.
The most hardworking person I know. Like, I don't think my work ethic is anything. My dad is so hardworking. Like, it's crazy. It's just madness. But yeah, so I worked like from second year up until because I did 4 years at uni. So from second year up until my final year, but just like the last semester I didn't work because I was speaking to my uncle, who's my mum's youngest brother, and he's also basically like my older brother and best friend. And I was like, I'm really struggling with like uni and working and stuff. And he was like, I will give you an allowance, just quit your job, basically.
What?
So I was...
You gave you allowance?
Yeah, I was fortunate. And I also had saved quite a lot of money from like my job because 3 was actually good for a student. I'm not going to lie. Like the money per hour was not bad. And then also you get a bonus as well, depending on how like well your store does. And then in London, like in the summer holidays, I would transfer to the London store, and obviously you'd be on London hourly wages. So that was even better. And then the store was much better because it was a Stratford store. As soon as you come down that escalator, the store is right there. And then you remember, hold on, wait, I need to update my phone. And so then, like that store did pretty well as well. So I was making like, I used that money to go to Miami. What the hell?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, me.
Well, you didn't like your uncle?
Huh?
You didn't like your uncle? You didn't give him...
No, I nice him now. Like,
Is it? What do you do for him now?
I'll get him like birthday presents.
Okay.
So I'll be like to him, what do you want? And I'll get it for him.
Oh, that's the vibe.
It's usually like, I mean, it's like usually like £200. It's nothing crazy, but yeah, me and my uncle were pretty close. But yeah, so then basically my final year of uni, I just worked as hard as I possibly could. And yeah, I got a first, which...
What, did you scrape a first? Or
No.
you were deep in it?
I got...
Nearly 100%?
No. I got 80% overall.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was in that first.
Deep. So first like 70 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, first is 70.
Oh, okay.
But like some of my modules, I got like 86%. Like my dissertation, I got like 80%. That was on sickle cell disease, which is why I'm saying that I'm really passionate about like giving blood and stuff.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, in fact, before I move on, so, okay, you've got your first now, and again, your actual job that you've got now.
Oh, yeah. So then I did consulting. I was like, this is a bit slow because I worked for the Ministry of Defence and Boy, their systems are archaic. Like, it was one of them things, yeah, if the top person is on holiday, nobody does any work for 2 weeks until they're back because no decisions can be made. And I was like, I cannot live my life like this. I was just like, it's too slow. So I thought I wanted to stay in consulting, but just do finance. So like consulting within like, I think I was like applying to like financial services consulting at Deloitte. So that's what I was doing. But I was on LinkedIn and I was like, oh, let me actually see if this guy has LinkedIn, like my friend's dad. So I searched him on LinkedIn and he was there, but he didn't have a profile picture, doesn't post anything. So I was like, this profile, he probably doesn't use it. But I was like, let me just add him. And then I added him, and then like a couple of days later, his daughter, my friend, who we're not even close anymore now because like just time has passed and stuff. We went to different unis, different schools, etc.
This is a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
She reached out to me on Instagram and she was just like, hey, Sharon, really random, but Dad just asked if like you would like to have a call. Like he was like, he just saw that you added him on LinkedIn. I didn't even know that he knew how to use LinkedIn.
Wow.
But he was like, he'd just love to catch up. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Like absolutely. It'd be so nice. I haven't spoken to him in like 10 years. So we had a call, and then long story short, he was like, are you still interested in private equity? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, pick a team and just tell me.
Oh my God.
So basically,
this is actually a beautiful story because it's almost like, also, like, I would love your dad to chime in on this because it's almost, he told you from like year 7, network. And look where it's kind of got you.
Yeah. Oh no, when I get paid my bonuses, I give money to my parents every single time.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm just like, I know that, I think as well, being an adult now, and I understand.
Just about adult, yeah.
Yeah. Being an adult now, I understand a bit more what kind of sacrifice they had to make in order to give me the education I had. And I don't know if I could be selfless enough to do that for my kids.
Your dad is like Everybody Hates Chris sort of dad. Have you watched that before?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, that's a workaholic.
Nah, he's serious.
And he didn't have to do that.
No, he didn't. There were lots of things that like we went without because of my education. So like, I'm not gonna lie, like whenever they've never asked me obviously for anything, but I'm just like, it's small and I can never even repay you for what you guys did because it's expensive. But like, here's something at least, do you know what I mean? So no, my parents really tried, my dad especially.
But you shouldn't really we shouldn't feel any pressure to repay. Because,
no, it's not pressure. It's just more gratitude and appreciation. Do you know what I mean? Because I think I said this, I've spoken about this a little bit on our podcast before. And I basically was saying that obviously wealth is relative, right? And when you're young and you grow up in a certain environment and you have friends who are super wealthy, and like I never had anyone around my house. The only person that came around my house was Beatrice. Like I didn't have any of my friends around my house.
Consciously though?
Yeah. Because I was just like, I don't want them to come and see my house. I didn't even like my friends.
Was your house bad though?
It wasn't. So this is the issue.
Okay,
So like I lived in a semi-detached house when we lived in Essex, right? It was a 3-bed. Obviously there's 5 of us. My brother shared a room, but like it wasn't like, it's not a bad house. But obviously I'm going to people's mansions. Like we're doing sleepovers, and like there's like 16 girls and like almost everyone has a room to sleep in. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, so like I'm going from that to, oh yeah, the toilet's upstairs. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's obviously, and when you're young,
in fact, that would do
stuff so much more.
That could do that to you now, to be fair.
Yeah.
As in, if you're literally everyone's house you're going to is a fucking resort, and then you're bringing them to your little flat. Yeah, your little flat.
No,
then you'll feel the same way as an adult.
Exactly. So, and I was just very conscious of the fact that I didn't have any of, like my parents didn't have what they had. And a lot of my friends' mums as well, like didn't work. So their husbands were the sole providers. So their mums would like pull up to school in like Range Rovers, Porsches and stuff.
And you would notice this?
Yeah, and I'd be on the bus. What do you mean? Like I would get the bus to school and bus home. And it was so funny because one of my friends' mums, like again, she's like my second mum, like this friend in particular, like she and I are still super close. She used to like not like the fact that I used to get the bus home. Like she thought it wasn't safe. But it's like my parents are at work. No one's picking me up. So sometimes she'd be like, Sharon, let me give you a lift home. I'd be like, no, I'm fine, thanks. Because I didn't want her daughter or her to see my house.
Oh my, this is heartbreaking.
So I said this on the pod one time, right? But I mentioned that like I lived in a semi-detached house and people were just like, you're so tone deaf because you
They
lived
don't
in
get
this.
it.
But I'm like, it's all relative. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like,
That's common sense.
I know I didn't grow up poor.
Yeah,
like,
you're not fucking in the third world, but but you've seen some shit now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, I just, obviously now I don't care about that stuff. What the hell?
No,
like,
but
now I'm very much like, I really don't give a heck. But when you're young,
I'll give a heck. I'll give a heck now. I'll 100% give a heck now. As in like, you'll definitely be conscious of it. As in, maybe even, and if you don't give a heck, it'll still be in the back of your mind. Yeah, okay, cool. These guys live in a fucking resort and they're coming to my little flat. You know what I'm saying? I've gone to their sleepovers. I've seen how elaborate it is. They're coming to mine and they're like, but
There's no space for that.
Did your parents notice that you wouldn't bring people over?
100%. My mum would even be like, why don't you? I was like, what? No. Non-school uniform was another thing.
Oh, it was a non-school uniform.
We used to have non-school uniform, and that was also horrible.
Oh wow!
What people are coming in the designer.
And you knew of the designer. Because back in the day, it wasn't as bad. People just saw Nike.
Well, this is the thing. Like, some of the designer, I didn't even know what it was. Because it's like, I only knew Gucci and Louis Vuitton in it. Like, I didn't know anything beyond that. But it's just like, what one girl in year 9, because she passed her year 9 mock, she got a Cartier watch. That's something I still cannot afford now. A Cartier watch was her reward.
For her mock?
Her mock exam.
What'd you do for
I don't even know. I don't know what her thing was for like GCSE. She was extremely smart though. She got all A stars. Like she deserves something, but a Cartier watch.
Fuck it. But then again, it's all relative, isn't it?
My dad, he told me that if I got a first in my degree, he would get me lubes. Till this day, I'm still waiting for that.
Wait, so what were holidays? Did you do like any holidays? Like
Butlins.
Butlins. That's something, I guess.
I mean, we didn't really do holidays. My parents could afford it because they were spending so much money on.
Did you even go back to Nigeria?
We did.
Did you?
No, not whilst I was in secondary school. Again, just too expensive. When I finished...
Shout out your dad again, man. That's because I'm just hearing it. Oh, yeah, and your mum as well, obviously, innit?
Yeah.
But I'm just hearing it, and as an adult now, I'm hearing what is going on in your household.
Imagine like all your friends are going on holiday to like with their families to like Dubai, and you, because you're paying school fees, you can only like afford to get a caravan. Like, let me see, what else did we do? I honestly, whilst I was in that school, I don't think we went abroad once. When I was in sixth form, we went to Dubai on a family holiday. But back then, flights to Dubai used to be like £300, 200 something pounds.
Cheap,
but it's different now. But yeah, so
they were still building the place.
But then again, like you'd have Easter holiday 2 weeks or whatever. Oh, where have you been? Oh, I went skiing in the French Alps. Where have you been? Oh, nowhere,
Did
just
you lie
chilling.
anytime? Sometimes you lie about it.
Probably. I can't remember the lies I told, but I would have. What the hell? Maybe I said I went to Paris. I don't know. So I don't,
Well, do you reckon, because you're around it, do you reckon you had a bougie personality and behaviour without any of the money?
I don't think so, but I guess people would have to like verify that. But I don't think so.
It's interesting because I'm looking at you differently now.
Really?
Now that I know your story, isn't it? Because obviously, when I looked to you at first, obviously, you just assume things. I'm thinking, okay, this is just a girl, educated girl, and I'm saying, nice job. So she's like, I never knew you were kind of like born into this as well.
Yeah.
Like, you were born into, this is part of your education.
Yeah.
This is part of all the people that you've been around.
Yeah, well, it was like 5 years of my education, but it was enough, I think.
Yeah.
And then also, I think what made it, because a lot of people, when I speak to like guys or whatever, and I'm like, oh, would you privately educate your kid? And they're like, absolutely not. Like, I don't want them to turn into like an Oreo or like be like, that way inclined. I'm like, but you can create an environment where they still have culture. And for me, it was like church and also like my upbringing. Like the only time I saw that wealth was when I went to school. Do you know what I mean? Like I was still coming back to my parents' house every single day. My mum was still telling me to boil rice. I was still going to church singing, we are saying thank you, Jesus. Like I'm still doing that. So really and truly, like I still had my culture. So I think you can have both, which is why I don't think I had the bougie because I was getting on the bus every day to go to school. It wasn't like, do you know what I mean?
Now, basically, as someone that's been to private school, because I think I spoke to some girl about this the other day. Now, say Well,
Why are you talking about school?
because
You making plans?
no, but I'm saying one girl was.
Why are you smiling like that?
Because I'm always smiling. Yeah. Some girl was talking about private school.
yeah,
and
what's
I'm
she
thinking, what do you think is better? Because basically, I just want a smart child, and I feel as though if I could privately educate, I would.
Yeah.
But if you could only do it for a certain period, would you rather to basically put your child in private school early so they are just they get amazing education from young, build up the confidence, and now they're a smart child, and then put them in the state system in year 7.
State?
Yes. Well, state, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or basically give them a normal, a primary school education, and then be private later.
Secondary. I think I would do the second. Probably just because that's what I know. And also I feel like it's when you're the most impressionable, from probably year 7 to year 11.
But like what they said about not you, but what they said about, because certain times, like your personality and who you are is so much building in those ages over there.
I know, but I feel like you can create an environment where, like, I wouldn't do a private boarding school, for example. Like, I wouldn't do that because then their personality is just going to be based on whatever they see around them. Whereas I think, like, obviously, don't get me wrong. And I think also, by the way, I have like a superpower in the sense that because I grew up around white people, being at work around white, because I'm the only black person in my whole company. The company before
the whole company?
Yeah, I'm the only black person. The last company, it was the same exact thing. That doesn't make me uncomfortable. Like, that's actually what I know more than being around just black people.
If you see another black girl in the company, do you reckon you'll be a bitch to her?
No. We'll be
Are you
friends.
sure?
No, we'll be friends because the company before that one, there were 2 other black people and I was cool with both of them. And one of them I'm like still really good friends with to this day. Like we go for dinner and stuff. Like I'm very much like, I don't want to force it and be like, oh yeah, black girls unite. Like I'm not doing all of that. But like, I'm not going to now be a bitch to you just because you're black. Like they're not pitting us against each other. Like they're already going to try and do that. Let's not do that to ourselves. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, even that company that I worked at was difficult because that was my first. Okay, so going back to this private equity story. So I picked a team and then...
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I picked a team that I thought I would like the most, which was investor relations, which is what I do now. So he was like...
Sorry, how many teams were there to choose from?
So...
Pick a team is crazy anyway. Continue.
So he was... I think there were really only... I want to say there were 3, but I can't remember what the third one would have been. But anyway, investor relations, investment team, or like, I think there was something else maybe. Maybe it was like due diligence and sourcing or something. And I was like, investor relations sounds cool because that's what, like, I want to be LP facing. Like, I want to be investor facing.
It's like a relationship manager type stuff.
Kind of, yeah. But it's very like, another reason I really like that role is like, it's very all encompassing. So like you do maths, you write, you market, you like, it's like well-rounded. So I was like, that's what I wanted to do. Also, I was quite nervous about the investment team side because I was like, I don't know how to model. And like, I was just like, I feel like it'd be too difficult to like learn. Not too difficult to learn, but like it just gave me a bit of anxiety. So I didn't want to do that. So then how that firm works is that he's actually, so again, I didn't even know this, right? Until I started speaking to him, but he's a senior partner. So he's the partner of all the partners.
Yeah.
Like, he's like the most senior person at the company. And they're like the leading like tech investor in Europe as well. So like it's a big firm. Like he's got a lot of notoriety in the market. And in the PE world. So anyway, he then introduced me to the partner that headed up investor relations. And that partner was like to me, like, listen, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. You're going to struggle if you join now. Like you have like no relevant experience. He said it very nicely, by the way, but like, he was like, you don't have any relevant experience. So you're going to really struggle. You should consider placement agent first. And placement agent is basically like, it's like a consultants for PE. So when you work there, you work on loads of different PE fundraisers at the same time. But it's a really good, like, well-rounded way to learn about private equity, learn about fundraisers, learn about like investor relations and stuff. So then he introduced me to the partner of another company and I started my PE journey there.
Okay.
And they're like the leading one of the leading like placement agents.
Wait, and is that still in-house?
No, so that's not in-house.
Okay.
So you're basically...
So he told you to go here?
Yeah, so not where I am currently.
Yeah.
So he told me to go
there.
Yeah, he told me to go there. So he then introduced me to that partner. And basically, I went into that interview with the partner and like we had a conversation. Obviously, his client, I don't know if you're following, but basically...
Yeah, I'm following, yeah.
The person who's introduced me is the client of this guy. So he
the person that introduced you is the client. Okay, yeah, cool,
yeah. So let me use the names. You'll just shush it out, right? So the company that my friend's dad works for and the first partner that was like, you will struggle.
Yeah.
Is
okay.
And then he was like, you should go and work for their replacement agent.
Okay.
So when was like, I want to introduce you to Sharon, was like, well, our client, so I have no choice but to take this meeting basically, because obviously they pay our bills. Like, what the hell, they're our client. So I had the meeting, which and this is
a meeting of just to hire you and put you somewhere.
Basically, to
Lord
like,
Jesus.
suss me out, right?
Yeah.
So, and to be honest, he should have never have been the person. Like now that I know the setup, it's crazy that he even took time out of his day to meet with me because, like, boy. Anyway, so I had my interview. And then I came back and did a full day of assessments. Boy, halfway through that assessment, I went to the toilet. I was just looking at the ceiling like, I don't think I can do this. Like, it was so hard because obviously I had no relevant experience. Anyway, they obviously took me, which, to be honest, now in hindsight, knowing the answers that I gave in that interview, I had no business being there. But it meant that the first 9 months of that job, I was crying every day. Because I didn't know anything. And it was they work so fast. Like, it's so fast. I was doing stupid hours. Like, I would get there at 8 and leave at like 1 a.m. every day. There was a time I worked 20 hours. I ended up in hospital actually at one point as well. Yeah. It was really bad. Like,
what made you do this?
A year in, I ended up in hospital. Yeah, because I was and I had to move to London like basically 2 months after I joined because I was doing that. I would finish work at 1 a.m., get a taxi back home, get home at like 2:30, get in bed at 3 and be up at 6 to make it back to the office for 8. Like, what? I used to cry in the toilet every day. There was a time I was crying on Oxford Street. I didn't even give a heck.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now, were they making you do this, or was it a case of there was work that needed to be done and you hadn't completed it, so you had to...
It's a mixture. Everybody works those hours. For me, it was worse because I didn't know what the heck was going on. At least with other people, it's kind of like, and I joined as an analyst. I didn't join as a grad. If you join as a grad, they're going to baby you a bit because they're going to be like, you don't know anything. But I joined as an analyst. And on top of that, people knew that I knew my friend's dad. So they were already kind of just like, why is
What's
she
that word
here?
again?
Nepotism.
Yeah.
So it was like, why is she even here?
And you felt that as well?
100%. What do you mean? 100%. Like,
were you asking Grant to help?
Did I? Yeah, I did actually. What the hell? Yeah, I did. There was one grad, shout him out. He helped me a lot. And then I had another girl who we used to work at HSBC actually, investment team, or investment banking. And she, like, again, just kind of took me under her wing and she really helped me. And then, the first 9 months were hell on earth. Like, I worked weekends every weekend for like at least 6 months. Like, I was working 7 days a week all the time. My mum was so worried. She used to send me like videos of like the effects of lack of sleep or whatever, like early death and like all these Alzheimer's at the age of like 30. But I wasn't sleeping. Like, I was just working all the time.
And sorry, the hospital thing as well.
Basically. So this now has happened like a year in. So I know what I'm doing. It's not like a situation of like where I'm still learning. I'm obviously still learning, but it's not like that kind of situation. I just had a really terrible manager who didn't know how to manage her time and her tasks. And yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if I should say this, but I hate work, by the way.
That's me as well.
Yeah,
boy,
no, I hate it.
No, and it burns me to say this as well, innit? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
Do you think it's maybe because they feel like they already have like an insecurity about whether or not they should be there, and so they feel like they have to overcompensate?
Yeah, but I feel like, because I'm black, they feel like they can do it to me or something.
Yeah, no, that's dead.
Whatever it is, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, continue, yeah?
Yeah, what was I saying?
You said your boss, your terrible boss, horrible boss.
Basically, I was like writing what's called a DDQ by myself, which it's meant to be a team effort, but I ended up writing this thing by myself. She was meant to have reviewed it And she, like, we were meant to have sent it to the client maybe like 2 days prior. She hadn't reviewed it. And I had like come into the office like on a Saturday and a Sunday to like get all of this stuff done and sent to her. And she just hadn't reviewed it. And so she didn't start reviewing the document at 9 p.m. Bearing in mind, this document is probably like 100 pages long. It's like, it's bigger than a dissertation. Like it's huge. And she really had to read. It's a due diligence question.
Okay, yeah.
DDQ. And it's basically a document that you give to investors to tell them everything that they need to know about the fund. Like the firm, the people.
I think I used to write those myself as well, but it would have been like a short, but obviously the history of the fund, basically. But obviously I was doing well, it was like some called 1940s funds, but they were American funds. Yeah. So. And it's got everything you need to know about who the fund manager is and who the people in charge of it, assets under management of the whole thing.
Exactly.
And you did that all by yourself?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And because my team was so small and it was just me and her. But anyway, she didn't start reviewing it till 9 p.m. and she told me I couldn't leave the office until she reviewed it. And then as she's reviewing it, she's giving me comments. So we're the only two people in the office now. It's like, midnight? And I've been in the office since like 8, 9 a.m. So anyway,
so are you just in the office waiting for her to review
so as she's reviewing it, she's giving me comments and then I'm doing Then it gets to 3 a.m. and she's like, okay, cool, I've done the last of the comments. You can just turn them and then you can go home. So she left me to turn the rest of the comments on my own. Bearing in mind, it's already 3 a.m. Like
3 a.m. in the office?
Mate.
Lord Jesus.
I left the office at like 4:30 or 5.
Why did you leave? What day was it?
I had to be back, I had to be back. But I needed to sleep at some point. So yeah, I ended up working a 20-hour day. And then like I thought I was fine. A week later, or like less than a week later, I started developing like these really bad chest pains. And like in the office, I had like a massive like blowout, basically. Like it felt like a panic attack, but it was like worse. And so I ended up having to go to A&E and then they were basically like,
From work?
Yeah, from work.
That's good that happened at work though. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was going to work from home that day. I'm so glad it happened at work. Yeah. Because the thing is, these people never take you seriously.
Yeah, facts.
Oh my days. It was so bad. I remember Beatrice texted me like, hey, how are you doing today? And I was like, oh, just in A&E. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, I've had to go to A&E. But yeah, so anyway, eventually I left that place and I work at a different company now.
What is this? Is this company the actual company that?
In between. No. I didn't. No, I don't want to work there.
Why not?
I'm just nervous, man.
Why?
Because if I'm not good, well,
so what?
Then it might be not a reflection on him, but like.
But he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave at one point.
I know, but I can still work there later.
No, but it's nice if he's there. I reckon.
I've got contact. I've got connections in there. Okay. And I kind of want to be like somewhere based on my own merit. Like,
this is your merit. Fuck it. It is your merit because you've done all the work. He liked you enough. You had to sit down with him.
Yeah.
And he said, pick a place. It's not like if he places you somewhere in there, it doesn't mean you don't deserve it. It's just. It's part, and especially if you're doing something with the word relations in it, it means it's about the relation and the rapport that you build with somebody. That's a part of the whole fucking job in the first place. So you shouldn't feel any way about that. Go there and take a job if someone's giving it to you.
No, I know, but yeah, I don't know. I think I feel a way about like, obviously I'm so, like, I don't think anyone understands. Like, I'm so grateful for this guy. Like, he changed the trajectory of my earning potential. Like, he changed so much about like just where like my whole career, to be honest. But I'm like very big on like, okay, thank you for opening the door, but at least like let me set this place up. Like, let me prove to people like why I deserve to be here. And to be honest, the company I work for, but the company I work for now, fantastic. Like, love it. My manager, fantastic. Literally, like, he's just so great. I don't have that feeling that I used to get on Sunday evenings, like, oh my gosh, work is tomorrow. I haven't had that.
Well, when's the last time, have you ever had financial insecurity?
Financial insecurity, yeah. When I was working in consulting, I had no money. I used to have to ask my mum for money sometimes to like get the train because like I had literally nothing. Because you know they pay grads like literally next to nothing as well.
Well, grads got paid actually all right though. Well, if you're compared to everybody else in the world, isn't it?
If you're in finance, yeah, but like,
but then you're in the city and stuff, yeah, and they're making you do after work drinks and shit like that.
That's crazy.
And so when you received it, because I remember reading about basically private equity before, in terms of like how they get paid and stuff like that, and hedge funds. And I couldn't believe my eyes while I was hearing. I'm hearing that, for instance, let's say the basic principles of it, of a hedge fund and a private equity firm, is they will have, like, say, they'll deal with something that has, like, say, maybe 20 billion assets under management in it. Now, what some of them do is they charge a management fund of, like, say, 5% off the rip.
Oh, that's expensive, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've read before, innit? So 5% off the rip of all of
20 billion, yeah.
Regardless,
that's how people get paid, though.
But that's for just managing it, and then if they make you money, there's 25%.
Yeah. It actually makes complete sense. So basically,
it doesn't make sense. It's so unfair. It's unbelievable.
It makes total sense.
No, it doesn't.
Let me explain it.
Okay, cool.
So basically, in PE, the standard is 2 and 20. So the management fee is 2%, and then the carry, what you've just described, is 20%. The management fee, right, is how people get paid. It's how the lights are on in the building. Like, basically, you give us your money, we charge you 2%, and that 2% we pay our employees. It makes total sense. We pay our employees, and they are the people that make the investments profitable. If we don't have anybody in the building, and we don't have any, like...
I hear you, but basically...
imagine you buy something, then you grow it, and then you say, I'm going to take a 20% cut of the profit and give the rest of the 80%
it makes sense, but hear me out.
What they do.
In your private equity firm, in your particular private equity firm, like, say, you said there's 70 employees. Now, I've seen, basically under some private equity funds, I remember I was in New York dealing with pension funds, isn't it, that were UK-based. These are thousands, of individuals' pensions inside of one pot, and 70 people, Now, bear in mind, the people with the pensions, you grow their pensions. They don't benefit from a better. It's just so that pension can continue. And there's 70 individuals, isn't it, that will invest billions of pounds, take 20% of it, and split it between 100 people inside of a company. Obviously, it's an amazing concept, isn't it, for private equity
Makes
people.
total sense to me.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, in terms of, I was like, when I saw that, this is me, wow, these guys are really making money. This is where the real money is, isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like,
so your Christmas parties must be lit.
I'm crying. If you want to be a millionaire in PE, like, you can absolutely.
What? That's light work.
Yeah.
That's light work.
100%. It depends, like, where you are. Like, obviously, investment team members make way more money. Depending on where you are, you're not actually entitled to, like, that 20% bonus, which is what you've just described. Like, it's not every firm that, like, if you work in investor relations, that you actually have, that you're attributed any of that money. So it depends, which is why, like, a lot of people want to work in the investment teams, but then also you work considerably longer.
But how? Because private equity is risky, isn't it? But it's not as high risk as hedge funds, isn't it?
It's not as high risk because you hold the assets for a lot longer as well. So yeah.
Well, do you know, have you heard about something called business development companies before? Because apparently they are, I think it was just a term that they use in America, but apparently they're essentially private equity. But they just deal with, like, the middle market. The
middle market.
Yeah, just middle market only.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, every, like, PE firm will have a different strategy. Like, mine is lower mid market.
Okay. And
that we only focus on lower mid market in, like, Europe, basically. But there's like the one that I mentioned, this company that my friend's dad works at, Just Tech, SaaS.
Just Tech.
SaaS and software, basically.
Fucking hell,
yeah. But yeah, it depends. Like, every strategy is completely different.
So what do you reckon currently? What does your day of work look like for you?
It depends, to be honest. It's calmed down a lot now, praise God. But I would say, like, earlier in the year, I would, like, first of all, I never really stop working. So, like, I, like, answer emails, like, whenever they come through. So, like, and also our LPs are global. So, like, obviously we have some LPs.
Your LPs?
Sorry, investors. That's what they're called.
Why are they called LPs?
Limited partners.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So they are, like, some are in the US, so they're 5 hours behind. If they have a question, they're going to email at the time that they need to. They don't care what time it is in the UK. Do you know what I mean? So I would probably come in, do emails. Then when we're fundraising, we'll have, like, loads of, like, questionnaires that are investors will send us, and they'll be like, we need all of these questions answered in order for us to know whether or not we want to make an investment. So I will do like a bunch of those. Then sometimes it depends where we are in the fundraise. Like when I first joined, I was just drafting the DDQ that I mentioned earlier. Lots of like calls with investors. Like, yeah, it really just depends. It varies. Like it's actually a very, very varied role.
Okay, fair dues. Now, let's get into some juicy parts, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Now, on what was it, when I had the amazing privilege of going to the Uncut,
privilege was ours.
Yeah, a podcast.
That was really fun.
Yeah, amazing episode. I didn't get in real time, but obviously I watched the video back, and then Sharon said that she had never been in a relationship. I didn't hear. I was watching this movie. What? Never. She's never had a boyfriend. Never.
Ever.
Now, kind of hearing your life now, it kind of makes a bit more sense.
Why?
Yeah, because it seems like you're someone that was so focused on getting some shit done that maybe you didn't prioritize relationships. In fact, probably a relationship wouldn't have helped you during those periods. So would you like to kind of get into as to why you've never had a boyfriend? No boyfriend.
I should get into it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like, it's so interesting. So we, on Patreon, back in Feb, we had an episode called Why Am I Still Single?
All of you at that time were single?
Yeah, in February. Yeah,
shit.
We're all still single, innit? But yeah, we were single then. But then we also did an episode, the same episode, 3 years ago, I think. And basically it was like an idea that I had because we used to get that question all the time. Like Beatrice and I, especially, because at that time, Beatrice also had never had a boyfriend. So like we used to get asked all the time, like, why are you guys still single? And so I was like, you know what? Let's just record an episode. So we'll send people like, go and listen to episode number, whatever for your question. As a joke, kind of, obviously. So we did that episode. Then we were like, let's revisit it again in 2025 as a Valentine's Day episode. And one of the things that Tammy said to me is that she said that, I can't remember exactly how she phrased it, but she was like, you're basically just so strict. Like, as in the criteria that you have in order to enter a relationship, people usually don't have that kind of criteria until they're maybe considering if they want to marry that person. But like, I'm doing that like in the dating stage.
Yeah.
And so, like I said to you, I was like, I kind of relaxed my bar to entry a little bit. But yeah, I think that was why. Like, I was like the type of person who, like, if I didn't see you like being the leader, like, I'm just like, well, why am I getting into a relationship with you then? Like, if I'm already concerned about this, that, and the third, like, you're not hardworking, you're not ambitious, like, why would I get into a relationship with you? Or like, if there were aspects about you that I just thought would be a problem in the future, and I didn't have peace. I think that's the most important thing. Like, I don't think there's anybody that I've dated that really gave me that sense of peace where
What's
it's like,
peace though?
where I'd be like,
I can relax.
not like I can relax, like just more kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. I think I overthink.
Hey, you got time here?
To be honest, yeah. I am an overthinker, and I think a lot of like women are overthinkers, but I think with me, like, I'm an overthinker, but everything that I think about to me makes sense. So I don't really consider it as overthinking. I just consider it as thinking. I just think it's logical thinking. And it's like, there were just certain aspects of the guys that I dated where it was like, yeah, it was fine, but like, it just wasn't enough for me to be like, yeah, I would want to be your girl, because in my head, I'm thinking, well, if I'm your girlfriend, then obviously we're going to be working towards something much deeper. But then I'm like, I don't think you can be that for me. Like,
okay. No.
Like, I think I was thinking about the husband stage before the boyfriend stage. Do you get what I mean? And to be honest, when I was 22, I had no business thinking about marriage, but like, it's like, now that I'm 28, it's like, it's not that deep. I could have dated that guy and been out of the relationship by 24.
But that's just going out though. I feel you though. What you're doing makes complete sense to me. But what I would say is, are you, what's the word? Like, obviously you haven't been in a relationship. Have you been in love?
I think, like, for what I thought love was back then yeah. But like now,
Have you had heartbreak?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So you're kind of going through the motions without the title.
That guy, the reason that never progressed to anything serious again is because he wasn't a Christian. So it's like, what was the point? Like,
what was he?
Muslim.
Interesting. Why did you?
I don't even know why I entertained it. Like, I shouldn't have, to be honest. To be honest, I didn't really entertain it. It kind of just happened. Do you know what I mean? I think, like,
love will do that to you, boy.
But yeah.
Was that tongues? Sorry.
No, I said child. Yeah.
I thought you just went shabba.
No. But no, basically, that was like uni times. And it was like my first year of uni that I met him, basically. And I obviously immediately was just like, no, this is not a thing for me. Like, you're not Christian. So, like, there's no point. But when you're
still messing around with each other.
But when you're like really close to someone and you're good friends or whatever, and you spend a lot of time with them, like, naturally you start to then be like, oh, but like, you start to catch feelings, basically. And I caught feelings. And then he basically was like my entire uni experience, low-key. And so, like, yeah, I would have said, like, if you'd asked me back then, like, did I love him or was I in love with him? I'd said yes. But I think, like...
So he was your boyfriend? That said...
No, he wasn't, though.
Well, so, okay.
It wasn't official.
It wasn't official, so what, he was allowed to chat to other girls?
Dealing with other people, yeah.
He was?
He was.
And you knew?
That's part of the heartbreak.
Wow. Well, you have to be built a certain way to allow that in your heart.
But that's the thing, though. Like, I think, and it's so interesting, actually, because I blame myself a lot for this heartbreak that I had, right? Because I just wasn't like, what I should have really been like was like, you can't treat me like that. Like, I'm done, basically.
But he's not treating you like that.
No, but it's like,
because you didn't want him as well.
No. But it's, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, he just sold me loads of dreams. Like,
what did he tell you? Come on, let's say this.
Boy, like, he's Nigerian, do you know what I mean? So he's just saying, like, I love you, like, I want you, blah, blah, blah.
And what did you say back to that? I love you too, and I want you to.
No, not initially. Like, maybe like a couple of years in I did. Okay. But like, yeah, there was a point where I basically was like, I wanted it to kind of work, but I also knew that it couldn't really work. So I guess you're right in the sense of like, he obviously knew that this was not going to work because I was like, I'm not going to be with a Muslim. But then it's like, you should have left me alone. Like, why are you still...
No, that's your fault.
Yeah,
it's your own fault.
That's what I'm saying. It's both of our faults in the sense of like, I should have been firm in my, no, like, that's it, we're leaving it. But the issue was we were friends and our friendships were intertwined as well. So it's not like, yeah, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
I'm howling. But yeah, no, it was actually toxic, I can't even lie.
No, but basically what I'm trying to get is essentially, so basically... Let
me explain why it's toxic though. Yeah. Because he started dealing with my friends.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then that babe then... And like, obviously I didn't know that she was dealing with him.
Did she know?
That I was dealing with him.
Yeah.
I don't really know because, well, my friends will tell you.
Shout out Muhammad, man.
Yeah. My friends will tell you that she knew. But I like to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe she didn't know. But it became a whole thing because then we ended up falling out. She ended up like, did you know you can export a whole WhatsApp conversation to emails?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. She did that. So she went through my phone and basically exported our whole entire chat and emailed it to herself.
What? How did she get your phone to do that?
I guess she must have been like, oh, babe, can I use your phone for something? I was like, yeah, sure.
And then what? And then she
just went onto the chat and she exported it. So
and she told you she did this?
She told him. And then he told me and I was like, what the hell? But then he looked through my phone like a year later. So really and truly, they're all the same.
Fucking hell, man.
You know, when I speak about people on WhatsApp now, yeah, I don't even use people's names.
Do you know what happened to me?
Descriptive factors only.
What happened to me one time was, I remember I was basically, at one point, I liked girls a lot, like too much, where this was Facebook days, where I would send a message to multiple girls. It's the exact same message, just change the name, isn't it? Yeah. I was very like methodological. I tried, isn't it? It was early days. So same message.
What's the message?
I don't know. Excuse me, darling, you're gorgeous. Blah, blah, blah. Something along those lines, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Boom, boom, boom. One day, thank God, no one got onto me at the time, innit? One day, one girl must have read this message I sent out in a drink up or something. And in front of bare people. One of my boys was there and said, yo, you know, blah, 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 must have read your message out. This isn't me. What? I was mad embarrassed, But no one actually really got onto me. Everyone knew what I was kind of doing anyway, innit?
Yeah.
And
how old were you at this point?
I'm probably like 19, 18, okay. 18, 19. And then I vowed to myself, I will never ever send a message it to anybody in Instagram, WhatsApp, BlackBerry that I don't mind the world seeing, innit?
Yeah.
So right now, if I've messaged you, fuck it. Yeah. Even if I don't want you to, I don't mind the world seeing it. I've got an expectation that this could potentially happen. So I will never get into a fucking situation like that.
What?
I could export your fucking WhatsApp message.
Can you imagine? Crazy. But yeah, so I would say like he was the only person that like, in my naivety as like a young, a young adult, I suppose, that like I've ever like really had like really deep feelings for in that way. Not to say I haven't liked people, but it does take me quite a long time to like someone, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Interesting. Wait, so do you reckon as a result of your, I guess I say, high barrier to entry of relationship, do you do something like let's say like faux relationships? As in like they're because I understand, because what you do, I kind of do that now, innit? Which is in terms of, but mine is a vibe of, listen, I'm not going to go out with someone for the sake of going out with someone. The next person I go out is my wife, essentially.
Yeah.
So the vibe is, but what happens is you meet people and then you're texting people and then it's like...
I get you. It might as well be a relationship.
No, yeah, but I don't reach that level. It's never that deep.
No, I don't think I've ever really reached that level either. And I think as well, actually, my attitude to dating has changed like massively in 2025 because now I've moved back to London again. So like, obviously I lived at home for a bit. Prior to that, I lived in London when I told you that I started that job and I was just like, I can't do the commute. When I first moved to London because of that job, honestly, I didn't have time to even chat to anybody. Like, I was barely surviving myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I tell you, I was struggling. Like, I wasn't even speaking to my family that much, to be fair. So, like, a man, I wasn't thinking about that. Then I moved back home. Well, like maybe like towards the end of that job where like things, like I started to like know what I was doing and stuff. I then did meet someone and I was speaking to him and stuff and that was fine. Like I liked him, but like that didn't end up working out.
I did not work out.
You know, men lie, boy. So basically...
What did he lie about?
He was like to me... Now in 2025, this excuse is too funny. Shh. Oh, maybe I shouldn't... Anyway, we can cut some of this stuff out if I need to. But like we weren't friends. But like all the black people knew each other because obviously there weren't very many of us. So I then saw him again at someone's party that I wasn't even going to go to. It was like my friend's birthday party. And I was like, raw.
This sounds nice.
Yeah. I was like, he wasn't looking like and then I guess he thought the same. And then basically he like messaged me like maybe a few weeks after that. And then we started talking. And then we were dating for probably like, I want to say like 6 months or so. And I actually did start to like him and I was like, right, like I haven't liked anyone in a while. And you know that feeling when you're like, oh damn, like I haven't liked anyone in a while, like this is new kind of thing. And so then one day we're at dinner, and bear in mind we've been dating now for like 4 or 5 months. And he's like, oh, are you speaking to other people? And I was like, no. And I was like, are you?
Was you?
I wasn't.
Okay.
But it wasn't because I cut off other people. He just happened to be the only person I was speaking to. I was like, are you? And he was like, yeah, I thought you were as well. And I was like, oh. So anyway, obviously I felt a way about that. But then we carried on.
Should you have?
I guess not. But like, that's just how I felt, innit? Because I actually did like him at this point. I think I must have told Beatrice, she was like, game's the game, baby. Like, the game is...
She said the game's the game.
Something like
Beatrice is mad then.
She was like, the game is the game, boy. Like, it gets like that, boy. So then, anyway, like, fast forward a couple of months. So this first job in PE that I was in, right, they did a load of redundancies in January of this year. And so then I was made redundant.
Did they give you a redundancy package, though?
It wasn't. It was
like 3 months.
It was okay, but it wasn't anything like what I should have been paid because like literally 2 months later was bonus payout, so I would have been paid maybe 10 times what they gave me. But anyway, put that to one side, So anyway, the guy's like been like to me, oh, how was your day? And I was like, oh yeah, I was laid off. And he was like, wait, what? And then he calls me. And then he was like, how are you feeling? I was like, yeah, I'm sad. Like, what do you mean I'm sad? I didn't quite say it like that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm sad. Da, da. Cool. Tell me why 2 weeks later, this boy's like, or maybe maybe it was like a week later, I've got an interview for another place like the next day. So it's a Sunday now, yeah? And I've told him, I was like, oh yeah, I've got an interview, da, da, da. So then he was like, oh, okay, like, can I call you? And I was like, yeah. He calls me and he's just like, yeah, like, I don't think this is working between us. I was like, wait, what? And do you know what killed me about it that day? Yeah, because that day we'd been speaking as normal. Like we'd been having our normal conversation. I even went and got my hair done, sent him a little selfie. You know how we do? Like if you just got your hair done, got your makeup done, whatever, you send your man like a little pic or whatever. I'd done that.
So he was your man?
He wasn't my man, but like, you know how the girls do.
Yeah.
So yeah. Cool. I sent him a little pic and he just doesn't reply. I said, this is strange. Anyway, then he texted me. No, he tried to call me, but I couldn't answer at that time. So I called him back. And then I'm at the train station. I'm waiting for my train to go home. And then he's like, oh yeah, I want to talk to you because like, this is not working sort of thing. I was like,
What? He sent a message first?
No, he called me. He called me. He said it on the phone.
I want to chat to you because this is not working.
I was just like... what do you mean? Like, he's just like, yeah, like, I'm just not in the headspace right now.
But you're not even going out.
He said his dad is sick or something. And also he needs to update his CV. Day! Oh,
wait,
my days!
That's hilarious.
Basically, he was trying to be like, you know, like, obviously this year I'm trying to like go into like a new area of IT or something. I don't know. Like I need to update my CV and like I need to like focus. So like,
are you calling them all the time or something?
No.
So
I'm hearing from this guy like once a day.
But boy, when someone says it gives you an excuse like that, you just have to listen to them.
What? I was just like, okay.
Fine, then.
Long story short, he had another girl and like he wanted, I think she maybe gave him an ultimatum or something. I don't know. So he was just like basically want to focus on that.
How'd you know that though?
Because then I bumped into him months later at a friend's birthday party.
Bumped into him? You didn't stalk him? Or
No. We have this, like, we have the same friends, right? So it was my friend's birthday party. I knew that he was going to be there. I knew he was going to be there. So he was there.
Come there looking nice. Just...
Of course. What do you mean?
Of course.
I don't even... What? Bro, I wore the wig that I know that he likes. No, man. What the hell? I made sure. Anyway... So obviously, now the pod is doing a bit like it's picking up traction a bit.
Yeah, where's the pod? Yeah.
So the pod is picking up a bit traction. So then he comes and he's like, oh, like, because obviously I still had the pod when I was talking to him, but it was like nobody was listening to it. So he's like, oh, like, well done with the pod and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, thank you. Da, da, da. Then he was like, oh, let me buy you a drink. So I was like, okay, cool. Da, da, da. So we're having like shots or whatever. And then like I'm obviously like flirting a bit. And then he goes over to Tammy like at the end of the night and like he basically has a conversation with her and then Tammy texts me and she was like, I feel like this boy still likes you. And I was like, do you think so? So I'm like, okay, let me explore that. Like if my friend, if he's gone over to speak to my friend about me and she's telling me that the vibe that she's getting from this message is or his like...
Yeah, but why do you still like him?
What?
Why do you still like him at this point? The guy tried to he said he needs to do a CV. Yo, doing your CV don't take that long, isn't it? To not entertain.
I know, damn it was crazy. But I don't know, I just liked him.
But anyway, yeah, he spoke to Tammy.
To be honest, do you know what it was? He was just so fine. He was just so fine, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so then basically, I think we had a... So then I text him or something like, oh, it was nice to see you the other night, blah, blah, blah. So we're having like a little bit of a conversation. And then eventually he just sends me like some paragraph basically being like, he has a girlfriend. And like, that was basically the whole And he tried to be like, oh, like it happened like not too long after we broke up, I met someone. I was like, shut up, man. Shut up. Because I dated you for 6 months and relationships was not even in the conversation. So you're trying to tell me that in the space between us ending and me seeing you at this party, which is like 4 months, you've ended it, met a new person, decided you wanted to be like, come on now.
Sometimes he's messaging you, telling you the truth. You know he's lying.
Yeah.
Because like, there's no need for you to say all of that anyway. Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry.
When was the last time a guy's made you cry?
Oh, maybe this Muslim guy that I was telling you about.
That's the last time the last time you cried over a guy was in uni?
Yeah, can't.
Okay. You strike me as somebody that would cry.
Is it?
Yeah, you look like a crier.
I used to be a crier.
What happened?
I had to toughen up, man.
What?
I can't be sure I'm crying. What the hell? And also, yeah, like work will actually make you be... Like, I used to get like people tell me like, your work is bad. Like,
wow.
As in... the feedback was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like when you start having that kind of feedback from your manager on a daily basis, you stop crying.
Do you know what, yeah? You see the work that you do, yeah? Like I said, I was doing something similar before, innit? They used to, there was some, they used to call it some LLF memos, isn't it? Which is a leverage lending, what was it? Leverage lending facilities memos, quarterly. So I had to do that basically to kind of show people that the performance of a fund, yeah, every single quarter. But the way our structure worked was there was an offshore team, yeah, that essentially what I'm actually really doing is because like legally they can't do the work, isn't it? So, but what's actually happened is they're doing all the work. But I'm just basically just checking that makes sense. And then it just gets, it gets sent off to another team and then they make sure that everything is all patterned. So I'm actually not doing any work whatsoever. The actual real nitty gritty calculations, the modeling, all of the shit is being done by a team in India somewhere who I just happen to be managing. So when you're talking about all the work that you're doing, it's like, I feel like a sense of satisfaction for you because at least, obviously, it made you cry. But at least you've got the experience of doing the actual fucking work.
Yeah. Like, I can't lie. Like, as much as I hated going through that, like, it was really bad. Like, I used to cry all the time. I used to call my mum crying. I used to call, like... there was one time, yeah. I don't know if you remember Omicron, that COVID variant.
Yeah,
came back all of a sudden.
Omarion, they used to call it.
Yeah, that one, yeah. So I ended up having to work from home for like 4 weeks or something. And I remember, like, there were nights I would just go into my bedroom and I would just cry and scream into the pillow. Yeah.
Because of work?
Yeah.
Work did
I missed a lot of stuff, actually. Like, I missed my mum's birthday. And I would be in the house, by the way. And they're and they're going for dinner down the road and I can't join them.
Because of work?
Because of work. There was a time I told my manager, listen, I'm driving from...
Is this the work that they fired you from, by the way?
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying, isn't it? How dare you?
How dare they?
After the work, the hell did you put me through?
Crazy, mate. There was a time, like I was like to my manager, I'm driving from Essex back to my flat in London. It's going to take me an hour and a half. I will do all of your comments then. Whilst I was driving, he was just like, when are you going to be there? When are you going to be there? Like, I need these comments turned now. Like, I need...
And you've told him already.
And it's like, the reason I had to even drive there is because there were train strikes the next day and I had to be in the office. Like, train strikes were never an excuse to not be in, by the way. If you have to walk, you walk. You have to find your way.
That's why you need a company with 1,000 employees. Bro. All of this, only you can do this shit. Nah, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
you need a hiding place in the fucking work.
They used to have like a policy where it was like the only time that you're allowed to be unreachable is when you're on your honeymoon, or maybe honeymoon and like maternity leave. But every other time you need to take your laptop with you.
You see, that's what happens, when you work for a company that take 2%, of assets under management and was it 20%?
Wait, it's crazy. But now my work-life balance is completely different.
Yeah, man. I see you fucking fly all over the place.
No, but that's for work.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's amazing though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it depends how you see it. I mean...
How do they fly? Business class, usually?
But I just fly to Europe, so there is no real business class like that.
Oh, they got a fake one, innit?
Yeah, it's not really...
But I'm not going to lie, certain times the fake business class, it's a vibe. It's like you're no one's next to you, like left and right. You're in the middle, and you see people squashing up, innit?
But yeah, no, I don't always fly business. So the policy is that if you fly for longer than 5 hours, then you qualify for business or something.
That's it. That's still a vibe.
Something like that.
That's the way around you that you want it, ideally, anyway.
Yeah, but then do you know what it is? Like a lot of these policies that we have, people be like, that's a vibe, like me getting a taxi home, for example. But I'm like, you have to recognize that the reason that I have to get a taxi home is because I've been in the office beyond the time where trains really run. So like, if I'm leaving the office at 10, 11 p.m. at night, am I going to be squabbling through the streets with all these scary people? Obviously not. Like my safety has to come first, so there's a policy for that. If I get food, like my dinner, like for example, when I worked at this company that I'm talking about that they fired me from,
they didn't fire you. Come on.
They made me redundant.
Yes.
I had breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the same place. I'd have my breakfast at the office at my desk, lunch at my desk, and dinner at that same desk, yeah? And people would be like, oh my gosh, you get to pick your food every night. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm still here. Like if I was at home, it wouldn't matter. Like I'm still here at 9 o'clock, so obviously they're going to feed me. Obviously, yeah, like they fly me out, but that's because I've got a meeting. Like how else am I going to get there? Like I can't go by foot. Like, so yeah, it's cool. And like even business class, it's so that you can work on the plane.
It's so you can work.
If you're gonna be in the air for 8 hours, that's company time. Like you gotta be doing something.
What? So they make sure that you still have to log on and stuff?
No, but that's like, it's not like my particular firm, but it's just like a policy that exists because oftentimes you will still have to work. So at least you're in an environment where you can comfortably do it, sort of thing. So yeah, like a lot of these policies that exist, they're like cool. Like, you know, the first time you do, like the first time you fly business class, you're like, oh, this is nice. Yes, champagne, please. And after a while, then you got like an hour later, you got to open your laptop. Like, the hell?
Mental, man.
Like there was times when my manager, like he'd be flying from like, he flew from like Miami back to London, and there was a conference in Miami. And there was an investor like asking him for questions. And the investor was like, I have a meeting with my investment committee in an hour. I need you to answer all of these questions. Imagine he wasn't sitting in a comfortable place with Wi-Fi. That he wouldn't have been able to respond.
But even in the business, then again, I guess I haven't used business class Wi-Fi before, but plain Wi-Fi is
He managed,
dead.
boy.
Yeah, I guess business class must be
He made it work.
a bit better. Now, in regards to you, so what is your current technique to find niggas?
Finding niggas. I'm howling. So yeah.
Have you had your teeth done or something?
No. Do you like them?
Okay, you got nice teeth.
Thank you. These are au natural.
Okay. Did you get them whitened or anything?
I did, yeah.
Okay, cool,
I actually
cool,
did,
cool.
yeah.
Are they more sensitive as a result of it?
No.
Okay, cool.
They feel fine.
So you can drink cold water.
Yeah, all
Okay,
good.
cool.
Yeah, before, when I lived in Essex, my barrier to entry was like, I need to already like you before I got on the first date. Because I was like, I'm not driving.
What ridiculousness is that?
I was like, yeah, because I was like, I'm not driving an hour and a half to then realise that, like, hold on, this was
Wait, what part of Essex do you live in? Like Braintree?
Not Braintree, but like that kind of distance. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, like, I would be like, okay, you're telling me that we should go for brunch at 1 o'clock. I need to leave my house at 11:30 to get to brunch. So then that means that if I want to look nice, I need to start getting ready at 10:30 latest, which means I need to be up and have done my chores. Like at the crack of dawn, basically. I'm not doing that just to get on the date. And then I feel like...
So your vibe is you have to like them already before...
Like, I need to have been speaking to you for a while before I go on a first date, yeah.
Oh, so the telephone conversations...
Like,
that's the vibe.
I need something, basically. Whereas when I've moved to London now, obviously the barrier to entry is a lot less because I can get to and from where I need to be quickly. So... it's made like dating so much easier because I'm just open to like dating.
But because you work for a private equity company and like you said, they provide you with because I'm not gonna lie to you, being a guy in the streets of dating.
You're not in the streets.
I'm in the streets of dating, innit? I'm outside, innit? Yeah. And what you find is girls are hungry.
Hungry in the sense.
Food, hungry.
Really?
What? Food, let me tell you something. Food is the way into these girls' hearts. They just love eating. They love food so much, that you just... It seems as though they want the food more than they want the company. Certain times in my head, I'm like... Obviously, I can't say this for certain, but in my head, it's like...
Anyone
these
could
girls,
be across this table. You wouldn't care.
as in... It's almost as though... They don't, because my vibe is, I don't care what the food is. I am not going to eat dinner with somebody that I don't want to sit down with, isn't it?
That's me.
Yeah, but it's like these girls say they don't give a fuck.
Nah, that's crazy. Shout out to, they must have ample time. This is the thing. Like, when you're time poor, you're very selective about the people that you allow to, like, you know, take over your free time. Because I don't really have a lot of it. Because obviously my job is very demanding. Then on top of that,
I know, you were the hardest person to kind of have a sit down with.
Yeah.
Well, no, to be fair, it was quite easy.
Yeah, eventually when we figured out like that you were away and I was away, we got a date. But like work is busy. Well, like now it's a lot quieter, but like if you had met me like probably the end of Q4, like beginning of Q4 last year, it was a write-off. Like nobody was seeing me. Like I was working like a dog. And then on top of that, I've got the pod that I have to fit into like my weekends basically.
Big, massive, amazing pod, yeah.
Thank you. Friday nights, Sundays, and then I only have Saturday to myself, which sometimes I have to do work on that Saturday if I haven't finished everything I've done in my Monday to Friday, or I need to edit or something for the pod or something. So you're now telling me that I should come and leave my house. I don't even know if I like you. Oh, no, I wasn't doing that. But now that I live in London and some people can drop me home, I don't mind.
No, wait. You see, do you get that thing at work where, because I do this, yeah, and I know this is definitely just a me thing, but where I'm so anxious about Monday mornings that I work on Sunday to make my Monday morning easy.
I don't have that anymore. I used to, but like...
How'd you get rid of it?
I just worked for a better company. And like, I really don't have anxiety. I never have anxiety about work. Like,
that is amazing, man.
I don't. And it's so weird because I like noticed it more recently. Like, wow, I'm actually like a lot happier. And like my friends and family like notice it as well.
Beatrice definitely does.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm just so much happier now because the place I was at after that place that made me redundant, like in between, oh my gosh, like it was so bad. Like Beatrice was saying on the episode, like there were times where we had planned to record on like a Sunday evening with like another podcast, and I would get my manager calling me like, you need to do, like, where are you? You need to work now. And I had to log on. Or like there'd be times when we were meant to be going to recording, I would have to get one of the girls to come and pick me up. I was planning to drive, but it's like I need to work in the car. Like,
that is...
There was...
and they got rid of you.
Not that particular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so obviously now it's like, I'm actually really enjoying dating. Like it's fun because I don't have the whole like, like...
How does one date, Sharon?
Just has to be a nice guy, you know.
So these kind of dates that you've gone on, give me an example as to what.
Oh, like what the type of dates are.
No, I'm saying in terms of how do they secure it? Because you got Tammy's a DMer.
Yeah, the guy I'm dating now, I'm open to anything, to be honest. The guy I'm dating now, I met out, and then.
Jeez.
No, it was just like a cultural family event. And then he DM'd me the next day, like, it was nice to see you. And then we've just,
how many dates have you guys been on?
That's too many to count.
Too many to count?
I could sit down and count them, but I can't.
Okay, cool.
My head.
Now you see that. Now, what needs to happen in order for this to become something more serious?
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
What, do you reckon? Do you reckon he watches your shit? He has to, I guess, isn't it?
Well, he says that he doesn't watch, which is quite nice, actually, because I've had it like in both cases where people have watched. Okay, so for example, there was like a guy that I used to speak to or whatever, and he was like, from what I've known, like from watching you and stuff, like I didn't know him from anywhere. He ended up being a mutual friend with one of my friends, but he was like, from what I've seen on the pod and stuff, like I really want to get to know you.
Oh.
So that was nice. But then the pod became the reason why we ended up not like pursuing things further.
Why?
And he realised that he didn't want to be with someone that's on social media.
Oh, wow. So, wait, so what's his vibe then?
I'm so confused, but that's where you met me though. But do you know what? I allow it because I'm like, before the pod, I also would have been like, I don't want to date someone that's on socials. Like I was super low key before the pod blew up. Like I had like less than 1,000 followers. I was on private, like I wasn't really, like I wasn't doing all that kind of stuff. Obviously now my account looks very different. But knowing how I felt before, and kind of still do feel, but I think it's hypocritical of me to say like I don't want to be with someone that's on socials when I myself, that's where I am.
Nah, you're allowed to do that.
I know you're allowed to, but I'm just like, it's a bit close-minded because...
Yeah, fuck it.
I know, but...
There's no fucking rules. We got this one life, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, so that was really interesting. So anyway, this guy that I'm talking to now, he says that he doesn't watch my stuff, which to be honest is quite refreshing. Like, I think, like Beatrice said, and like one thing that the girls and I have like mentioned is that sometimes you feel like they have an unfair advantage because they've watched your content and they believe that they know things about you. But that's a false sense of reality because you only know the things that I don't mind other people knowing about me. There's loads of stuff that I don't share. Like the amount that I'm talking with you now, I would never say any of this stuff on the pod.
Oh, wow.
Like this is all
that's
stuff that... Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to clip that part up over there. The amount of stuff that I've told you on this part, I would never have said.
Yeah, 100%. Clip it, man. So yeah, so there's obviously like an element of myself that I don't want to be on social media. And that's the part that only like certain people who are close to me will get to know.
What part is that exactly? What are some deep, dark secrets that you don't want to know?
It's not even deep, dark secrets, but it's like, for example, I'm like very like conscious of like talking about my family.
Okay.
Like I'm happy to talk about like what I've spoken about now, but like there's just certain aspects that I would like, I'm happy to speak about in the confines of like my friendships and like relationships and stuff, but like it's not necessarily stuff that I would go online and be saying. Do you get what I mean?
Usually I would delve deeper, but I feel as though you've given me a lot about your family dynamic already. And I don't personally, I wouldn't even feel comfortable going any deeper. Like what I know about your family over there, I think that story in itself is like quite amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Which is, well, say thank you, but yeah, thank your family, innit? Because I think that is just, I feel as though it's a typical, almost like the Nigerian dream, essentially.
The Nigerian
but your parents just working hard, tirelessly.
Yeah, my brothers, they're like, it's my other brother also got a first. My brother that's at uni now, he's on track to get a first. He actually has a placement at...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's super intelligent. He's the smartest out of all three of us. 100%.
And is he the second one or third one?
Youngest.
Youngest, okay. And he didn't get to go to private school, I guess.
No, he went to grammar school.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, super intelligent. Yeah, like if you met my brothers, like
what's your dad thinking? Like, right, I could have saved money on fucking private school then. Seeing as this guy's
and so this is what I actually think about private education. Like, I think it really depends on the child. Like, my brother is just naturally intelligent. So, like, I don't think he would have necessarily gained any more from going to a private school. I'm not naturally intelligent. I needed those extra hours, the extra hours that my teachers were like, okay, yes, let's go over that again one-on-one at lunchtime. Which, when I went to sixth form, my teacher was like, no, I finished work at 4. Like, I'm not staying extra behind. Because I used to ask for extra help from my maths teachers, and they were like,
fuck this.
we get paid till 5. We're not staying extra. Whereas when I was at my other school, like the teachers, I used to have maths lessons. Like we used to have additional maths, which is like the step before A-level maths. Like in between GCSE and A-level maths, there's like an additional maths course that you can take. Me, Beatrice, and like some of my other friends and like some other people that were like keen to do it, we used to have it before school. So it would start at 8 in the morning or 7:30. And the school would give us breakfast as well, but it would be like a classroom of just budding mathematicians. and the teachers would take, now that I think about it, imagine getting to work 2 hours early to come and teach people extra maths. Like, what?
Yeah, they must get paid or something. A little bit extra.
The thing is, a little bit extra, but I don't think it's anything to warrant that. Like, I think you just have to be passionate about it.
Sweet. Now, I was going to say as well, having the podcast, have you noticed any changes in your life since the pod's taken off? Are guys treating you any differently, or like what's going on?
They don't chat to me anymore.
They don't chat to you anymore.
Yeah, like I think most people are like, oh, do you know what? One thing that guys say that just makes me cringe. It actually pisses me off. Like,
say it, please.
Oh, what? Like, if I chat to you, am I going to end up on your pod? Like, I hope I'm not going to be a story time.
That makes complete sense, and I think it warrants them asking that.
Sorry,
people say that to me as well, innit? But to be fair, people thought that, you know what's crazy? Because I'm loud, like actually loud, you can hear it, like because I'm loud, people assume that I'm not good at keeping secret. There's
on the volume.
100%, because I've heard people levy accusations. Oh, yeah, obviously you're just going to tell the world. Excuse me, I just met you. Yeah, what do you know? Why do you think that's even in my locker to do that?
I hate that though. Whether it's warranted or not, that cannot be your intro. One guy said that to me the other day, like, oh, I want to get your snap, but like, I don't want to be a story time.
Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things where a lot of people are just not creative with their thinking. You know, like that comment, who gives these guys mics? Give these, there needs to be a podcast license. Like, people actually type that and they feel as though, oh, this is a great comment. Though it's just so unoriginal at this point in time. So it's like, people that say that
actually think that. And then like I had like a guy tell me like, oh, like he wants to have a small wedding, so like dating me would be too difficult because I know too many people. I'm like, do you think everyone that follows me, I know them?
Would you have a big wedding though? Do you think your wedding's going to be a big one?
I said to my friend the other day, if I could have like my trad, like whatever, just give that to my parents. You know what I mean? Like, just give it to my parents. But if I could have a white wedding where
that's facts, boy.
Where just give it to them, man. Let them have something. But my white wedding, if I could have a situation where I had just one long table and everyone had dinner around that table, that for me would be perfect.
Why?
I love intimate setting. Like I love intimacy. I love the fact of like having a wedding and being able to speak to every single one of your guests that's there. Like I hate the fact that like people take time out of their day or fly out to a new country, like to a different country and like pay to be in the location for like 3 nights and you don't even say hi to them at your wedding because there's just too many people. I hate that. I love the like if I could do that, I would love to do that, but obviously that's not realistic.
Do you know what? You know what I'm finding there these days? Speaking to like a lot of girls about weddings, I remember being around like 25 years old because I've always wanted to get married like relatively young.
What happened?
I got my heart broken.
Is that why?
Well, I guess so. I was on track to get married like quite young, innit? And then obviously innit, I just didn't find the person. But my vibe was always to get married young, and I remember what girls wanted as a wedding back then versus what they want now. It kind of breaks my heart. It's almost like a lot of you girls have actually like lost your dream wedding. Like when I speak back then, I want some big, huge. It's a vibe for me as a guy because like it's literally the weddings that they want now are completely affordable. Whereas before it seemed like you need to get your bread up in order to have these. And obviously, you know, women, they don't really. When it comes to the wedding aspect, they are not traditional no more, innit? Because technically your father's supposed to pay for the wedding, innit? So, yeah. And what I found is when I speak to girls now, it's like some of these girls, oh no, basically I just want to I'll get married in Vegas, isn't it? Or I go to registry, boom.
Yeah.
I want a dinner, I want a wedding barbecue.
I think when we were younger, we didn't understand like the value of money. And like now that we're getting older and we're realizing, our parents obviously can't afford to pay like the whole wedding. And you do have to take money out of your own savings to pay for that wedding that dream wedding that you thought that you want. You scale it back, but you do what you can afford.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's nice and so good. They're being realistic, but also it's kind of heartbreaking. It's like, people ain't got the dreams no more. But
I don't think so. I think it just depends on what you want to prioritize. Like some people maybe can still afford to have their dream wedding, but then maybe at the expense of their dream house. Yeah. And some people
they're not on
that. Like they'd rather have sense. A nice place to sleep in than have one day that is like their dream day. Yeah. And I think for me, like I want to do what I can afford. Like. Obviously, I know that like people are like, I'll never take out a loan for a wedding. Like, it's not something that I would want to do either. But I'm like, if you need to take out like a small loan for your wedding, then do that. Like at the end of the day, I do think it's an important day. But for me, I care more about the marriage. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just want to make sure that I'm marrying the man of my dreams versus like having a big elaborate wedding that I'm still paying for when my children are 10 and 12 years old. Like I'm not trying to do that.
Imagine, you know what, one of my friends, this might not come out anyway, but one of my friends, basically he got in a relationship. I want this to come out, but hopefully he just doesn't watch it. But one of my friends got into a relationship. Let's just say him and his girlfriend had a dog. Okay. An incident took place. The dog got hurt, and my friend was paying for the medical, the vet bills for the dog. The relationship breaks down now. She gets the dog in the relationship divorce, but he's still having to pay medical bills for a dog that's
no longer his.
It's no longer his, and it's like paying towards something that you're not in, and you don't even like what it represents. It will be completely painful.
Why is he still paying for that?
Because the reason why the dog he caused the issue. The issue with the dog.
Sorry.
Yeah, and part of one of my biggest fears in relationships is to like just be in bed with this woman that I've married and just be looking at her like This is my life, man.
And see, I think that goes back to my point about like why I've never been in a relationship before. Because in my head, it was kind of like, well, when I'm in a relationship with someone, we're working towards marriage. Like, even if that's 5 years down the line, it's like we're bettering ourselves so that we can be in a position where eventually we want to marry one another. So you're going to be my primary and only focus. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be looking outside to see if there's better. Like, you're the person I'm with. So unless we're going to break up, like, basically we're getting married sort of thing. And I just feel like I hadn't found anyone that I was like, I feel that way about. I think now, like, the way I kind of look at it is and back to my potential point that I was saying at the start before we like officially started the recording, I can now appreciate that, like before I used to say stuff like, oh, I want him to earn more money than me. And I mean, that would be nice, but it's not mandatory for me. I think what's more important for me is like an ambitious man, a driven man, a man who like has like plans for his future. Because sometimes you'll speak to people and you'll be like, oh, like, what do you want to do? Like, and they're just like, oh, I don't know, you know.
See, when you say ambitious, isn't it? I always question girls about, is it actually ambition? Because, for instance, say if there's a guy that, because I guess ambition is relative to what lifestyle you grew up in as well. Now, for instance, say this guy happens to be the son of a billionaire, he's a tycoon. Now, basically, he's minted already. And based on the start in life that he's got and what his siblings are achieving, he actually isn't ambitious at all. He's just rich.
Yeah. That's
Is that calm though?
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
That's still unattractive to me.
But I'm saying he's so rich, I'm talking about he's got like 20 million.
You need to still be, that's obviously great, but like you still need to be doing something.
No,
like even if you're managing even if it's just you're managing the wealth of your family through like, I don't know, like certain assets that you invest in, you need to be doing something. Nobody wants to be waking up every day and just seeing your man in bed all day because he has nothing to do.
But say if he is he's managing his family's wealth, but there's just no ambition in what his brothers are starting up NGOs or something, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know,
that would still be unattractive, I think. Like, obviously, again, like, this is all hypothetical, and maybe if I met somebody who's 20 million, who was worth 20 million and said he wants to marry me, maybe this wouldn't be the situation. So let me not try and sound delusional, but there's just something about a man with drive that is just so attractive, and like a man that can like, that's so driven, and I think as well, because I'm like a driven person too, like sometimes I feel like I struggle to find like my match in that area in the sense of like, I have plans and ambitions and I'm driven. And then it's like, when I'm speaking to you, it's kind of like, I'm having to try and help you get to drive the boat there. Do you know what I mean? Which is like, I would rather like you kind of put that on me, or at least be like my equal in that sense. So I find drive like really attractive. And then I think as well, like, I want to obviously have I want to be married to a man that like I can blindly submit to, like, and I'm going to struggle to do that if you have no drive, no ambition, if you have no plan for your future. Like, what are we doing then? Like, I'm not trying to make it like super biblical, but with like Abraham and Sarah, God said to Abraham, no, it's true. God said to Abraham, go to a place that I will show you. And Sarah got up and followed Abraham. If she was like to Abraham, oh, where are we going? He doesn't know, because God said that he was going to show him the place, like as they were journeying on their way. Imagine you're doing that and you're having to question the man, like, are you sure you heard from God? Like, because you already know that his relationship with God is a bit somehow. Like, I can't do that. And like, I think, again, all of these points that I'm mentioning, those are things that I would normally consider in the dating phase. And it's like, if you're not ticking all those boxes, I'm not getting into a relationship with you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I find as well, which I don't actually, I think everyone, in terms of the criteria that they want in dating, there used to be a phrase back in the day called like, know yourself, isn't it? I feel as though everyone should know themselves and what they can actually personally take.
Yeah.
So it's one of those ones. If you know personally that in your heart of heart, you would not be able to submit to or respect a guy that doesn't make more money than you, then you shouldn't go there whatsoever. Don't even try to trick yourself into doing that. Because you'll just be looking, he'll be saying some things about finance. You'll be like, this guy, how much money do you need?
People overlook a lot of stuff.
How much would you even have?
Like, can you imagine, like, telling me about finance, but it's like, let me see your finances then. Nah, come on now. That's crazy. And I never want to be, like, I would never... Yeah, no, that's crazy. But now I don't really care about if he earns more money than me, to be honest, because...
Why not?
Things change all the time, like...
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
I've been drinking, you know. Right, like, this is not a real drink, I think. This is just fucking...
You say that now until you walk outside and you're like, oh, tipsy.
Yeah, mental. Yeah, so what do you reckon your criteria is? Okay, you said it's a person that can lead you, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, I need a leader. Yeah, the things that I mentioned. Physically.
How tall are you again?
I'm 5'3". Why'd you ask?
Because someone said you're small.
Yeah.
I forgot. I think it was either Tammy or one of the two. Anyway.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, I'm 5'3". I always say, like, a man that's taller than me when I wear heels. And everyone's like, that's so easy.
Yeah, but...
But then I'm like, you'd be surprised, actually.
Wait, so hold on. I mean, if you wear 6 inches, then that means you'll be 5'9", I guess.
Yeah, I don't wear 6 inches, to be honest. But, like, yeah, I'd be 5'9". But now, not that I don't care, but it's like, do you know what's more important? A good-looking man. Hey!
What's good-looking to you? Good-looking to you? Or is this like a recognizable? Okay.
To me. But I don't think the guys that I find good-looking people will be like, that person's ugly. Maybe they won't find them as good-looking as I do, but, like, I think we can all agree that this person's good-looking.
Who are your celebrity crushes?
Oh, sorry, I don't really have any.
You got no celebrity person here, like, the guy's fine.
Do you know who I love? Viola Davis, man.
Viola Davis?
That's my...
Lord, I was not expecting to hear that,
That's
mate.
the love of my life.
Viola Davis?
I love that woman.
That woman, yeah. Oh, man, let me tell you something about her.
She is just...
That woman looks like struggle.
Yeah, she had a tough life.
Yeah, but why do they give a tough life in movies as well?
Yeah, she had a tough...
What's that one? Is it Making a Murderer? No, what was it called?
How to Get Away with Murder.
What? She's forever crying?
Nah, she what? She had a tough...
Why do you love her so much?
Do you know what? I think it's because she's... Okay, so I actually really wanted to be an actress growing up.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, but then I chose money. So yeah, and then also I didn't see a lot of black women that looked like me in, like, Hollywood, and I was just like, I'm never gonna make it. Like, one thing about me, I'm extremely realistic. Extremely realistic. Me, my head is not in the clouds. I don't play games with myself. I don't pretend to hear things I didn't hear. Like, I was just like, I'm not gonna make it. Let me focus on a job that will actually make money, because these people that are doing up acting and they're still working at Starbucks, Cafe Nero, and Joe and the
Hard
Juice,
life, boy.
I can't do all of that. I can't. I don't love it that much. But anyway, then when I grew up a bit, she then obviously started getting, like, a lot of, like, I'm sure she was acting before, but she started getting, like, a lot of, like, roles where I saw her, and I think The Help was, like, her first big one that I saw anyway. And then she did obviously How to Get Away with Murder, and I was just like, wow, this is a woman that actually looks like me. And I think I kind of grew up with not many, like, dark-skinned women to, like, really look at, to be honest. And I've always been, like, the darkest in, like, all of my, like, friendship groups and stuff. So yeah, I just love the fact that she's just so good. Like, she's just good, but then she's also dark-skinned. And I was just like, bro, I think that's what I used to love her when I was younger. Now I just love her because she's just amazing.
But we start speaking about basically finding people attractive. So you like it to the point that you find her attractive.
No, I don't find her attractive. What I'm trying to say is, like, you asked me my celebrity crush and I said I don't have any.
Oh, yeah.
The only person that I love that's a celebrity is Viola Davis. It's not like I fancy her.
Okay, fair news. That's not right, man. That's real love, man.
I don't have any celebrity crushes. I like dark-skinned men.
Okay.
Generally. But I've also dated, like the guy that I was saying, like, he was light-skinned, so...
Okay.
But yeah, dark-skinned men, good-looking to me, but just, like I said, the most of the men that I date, like, are just generally good-looking to everybody, I suppose. Yeah, like, I'm not really fussed, you know? I'm not fussy.
Well, you can't... One that hasn't had a boyfriend.
The physical attraction side, I'm not, like, fussy. Like, I know what I like.
Get in with them.
It's the personality aspect. Like, I need someone that's going to be my friend. Like, I need you to be my... Like, when I'm in I need advice. Like, I need to I need to think of you as my first point of call. Like, maybe not my first, but you need to be in the top 3, top 5. Do you know what I mean? Like, I need you to be like someone who's reliable, someone who's dependable. You need to make me laugh, sorry. If I'm going to marry you and I'm going to live with you until I die, I need to laugh. What the hell?
Oh, my. Have you watched The Crown before?
Yeah.
Do you know, what are your thoughts about basically having your own rooms? Because fam, that sounds like a vibe to me. I'll sleep in my bed, my wife's room, but I want my own room as well now.
Do you know what, yeah? My thing that I feel like I'll struggle with in marriage is sleeping next to someone every night.
I'm a snorer as well, but...
Same.
Is it? You're a snorer?
Yeah.
How loud though?
I've been told I'm quite loud, to be fair.
Is it?
Yeah.
From the time people tell you, that means you're pretty loud.
Yeah, Beatrice is also a soft sleeper, and we go on holiday together all the time, and I just feel really sorry for her.
Is it? Does she say, yo?
No, she doesn't wake me up.
When people say, yo, I'm like, what do you want me to fucking do in it? I'm sleeping here.
Yeah, like, what do you actually want me to do? Like, what do you actually want me to do? Like, put it in my headphones. But yeah, so I'm not, like, I don't want separate rooms because I want someone to cuddle at night.
I'm a cuddler, man.
I'm
I love
a cuddle. What? Damn it.
Is it?
I love a cuddle.
You don't love a cuddle more than me, mate.
No, you don't.
I promise you. Funny enough, when I remember the first time I met you, do you know how long I could have hugged you afterwards? I had to force myself to leave afterwards. Just be like. Because obviously we just met each other, really. But I was enjoying it so much. I was just like, no, obviously this is kind of weird, isn't it?
No, I didn't even think that.
Yeah, no, what me? I was like, oh, well, it's been like fucking 7 seconds. I was like, no, fuck this, isn't it?
I love cuddling. I love kissing.
Do you know what? Kissing is something that's just grown on me. I used to hate kissing before.
What are you talking about?
I used to hate kissing before.
Why? What's there to hate?
I felt it was way too intimate. Yeah.
Do you know, there was this narrative that was going around that kissing is more intimate than sex?
I believe that. Do you know why I believe that? Because as sick and crazy as it sounds, yeah, I'm going to zoom into you there. As sick and crazy as it sounds.
Okay.
Now, for instance, I could not know somebody. Maybe I could have. This is past tense, all past tense.
This drink is getting to you, Chief.
I could have had sex with somebody. I don't know where this person has been, isn't it? And I can have sex with them. I didn't know where this person. Like, it could be a one-night stand situation, isn't it? But the thought of me kissing someone and I don't know where you've been, it kind of disgusted me, innit? Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is crazy, innit? But my friends have put that to me. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But
is it because you're facing each other?
Face each other, like your just mouths are both touching one another inside, exchanging saliva and stuff.
Yeah, but you're exchanging bodily fluids when you have sex as well.
Yeah, but
you
can't taste it.
Diseases that way. Whereas kissing,
you get herpes, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but please.
But please, what sort of defense is that? Yeah, but please.
No, herpes is obviously bad, but what I'm saying is the amount of stuff that you can get with penetrative sex is way more than just herpes. Like chlamydia, gonorrhea, HIV. You're not getting HIV if you kiss someone with HIV.
I hear that, but think about it this way, isn't it? Obviously, this doesn't work.
It's so intimate, you can create a baby.
But would you rather? This is a terrible, horrible example. Yeah. But as a guy, it's like, would you rather put... in fact, let me not even do it. But yeah, isn't it?
Just say it.
But I'm just saying, I would rather... This, as crazy as it sounds, I would rather put my penis somewhere nasty than put my mouth there.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, isn't it? But it was logical. But in my head now, in terms of now, I can, like, I enjoy a great kiss, though, innit? When's the last time you lipsed? Yesterday?
No, it wasn't yesterday. Hopefully tonight.
The day before. Hey!
I'm just kidding. Hey, this bus.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah, and what? This is too. What did they say?
This bus not coming out.
Hey.
Oh, shit, yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, fuck.
Too spicy to come out, boy. But yeah, he lives not too far.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
Last time I lips, like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Because I've been traveling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
And what, is it like one of those spacey ones where you get like kind of like lost?
I zoned out.
Close your eyes.
100%. What? You can't kiss with your eyes open. Damn me.
I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't think I have.
Please, that's
some that's some psycho shit.
No. What? That would stress me out. I'd be like, who the heck is this?
If you open your eyes and he's just there. That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't think, yeah.
Surely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love a lips. What? Yeah, I love a lips.
You see the way you said that?
Sorry.
You definitely love a lips. Yeah. I love a lips. But when was your, how old did you in your first kiss?
Oh, I was kind of old, I think I was 16.
That's not kind of, I guess it's kind of old, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, okay, maybe it wasn't that old, but I felt like all my friends had already had their first kiss before I had mine.
That's how I felt like with sex, boy. Lord, boy.
Is it? When
I
did
lost
you
my
lose your-
virginity quite late, innit?
How old are you?
Like 16, 17, yeah?
That's
yeah,
late.
Fam. Shh. My best friends, they were losing their virginity when as an 11-year-old and stuff like that. But, which is a beautiful, this is going to sound, this man part might not come in, yeah? But I love the fact, yeah, that what I can stand on is my penis, yeah, hear me carefully, has never been in a vagina that is younger than 16 before. At any point in my life.
Okay, why is that something to show?
What? Because those guys, I'm just saying, those guys that were losing it, I have no idea what vagina.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah. So me, I have no knowledge of that. And obviously, it's not like they were doing it with a younger, the girl might have been the same age as them, but I'm saying at least I can stand on that.
11 years old.
I remember.
Where did they learn that? How do you even know that's a... Wow, yeah, that's true.
I remember when my friend my best friend lost his virginity, I called the girl that I couldn't believe he had sex. I called her, I was like, sorry, can I as well? No, can I have sex as well with you?
Dammy, you're lying.
I swear on my life. And she took it like a champ, but she was like, oh, no, Dammy. And I was hurt. I remember there was one boy, we were playing Pound Up the Wall. Yeah. This day I could have cried, man. I was playing Pound Up the Wall and I must have been probably 15 at the time. And I was like always a popular kid in school and stuff. This is the guy. Basically, the guy just said, shut up, you virgin. The whole ground could have swallowed me. I felt like I was a loser. He called me a virgin and I was a virgin.
That's not bad.
What, at the time? What? Oh my, I've never been that heartbroken before.
Wow.
That hurt so much.
Really?
Yeah, what? You know what's crazy? I prayed to lose my virginity.
Go away.
Lord, I swear on my life, I don't know who I prayed to. Yeah. But I prayed to lose my virginity.
No,
I was like, God, please.
16. Okay, so what?
The pressure was crazy.
Was it like your girl?
Well, no. To the point where I wish I could fucking take it back.
Really?
I wish I lost it later, to be honest. But I knew the pressure I was dealing with. I just had to get that one out of the way.
Did that propel you to then start having sex more regularly?
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
Did it propel you to start having more sex?
No, that's crazy. Only in like relationships do I basically have like bare sex, isn't it?
Okay.
Like I'm more of basically like unfortunately I can tell you that I've had sex with, I won't say a lot of girls, but like a fair number of girls just like once or twice before.
Really?
Yeah. I'm saying it happens, isn't it?
I guess like that, I suppose.
Yeah. But I'm saying it, I'm not mad at it. And plus, but anyway, in terms of the older I'm
guys
getting,
don't really care about their body count, do they?
I care about my body count though.
Okay, but generally though?
I think more guys care about it than people like to make out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 100%. Because ask a guy how many people he slept with, he'll never tell you. Think about it, that shit is guarded, isn't it? It's like...
But do you guys tell each other as guys?
Yeah, but also it's a case of, especially at this age, no one counts.
Yeah. Oh, counts.
Yeah, I don't. For instance, like I said, there's a question I keep on asking my guests as well. If God came to you right now, I was like, in order to get into the kingdom of heaven, tell me how many people you slept with, and if you get the answer wrong, yeah, you'll go to hell fire. Or I could just judge you by the good deeds that you've done, isn't it? Bro, I'm choosing to judge me by the good.
Really?
And it's not, and my number's not even mad high, yeah?
You just need to sit down and count it
No, but you know what? But I've been in situations before where I've met a girl that I fucked and I forgot about her. When you fuck somebody once, like on a random heated night, your brain can completely leave you.
I don't have those encounters.
Is it? Yeah, but you're a girl, innit? So certain times, I don't know, maybe it's just more...
But I get what you mean.
Yeah, and so after that experience, I remember my boy came up to me and was like, you're like, yeah, this is me, I don't know.
I've heard you say this.
Yeah. And I was like, what? And I was like... It kind of made me feel some sort of way. Like, what sort of human being are you that you don't remember that? But I remember the complete scenario, but I just don't remember her or what she looked like. Even right now, I don't even know what that girl's actual name is. Yeah, but I know how I know her.
Ha! That's so...
But
were you drunk?
No, oh my! In fact, this is not 100% not coming
Okay.
out. But this is the actual story. And bear in mind, don't judge me.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago. My friend's girl at the time was having a party, and her cousin came to the party. Mm-hmm. Now, you following me here?
Yep.
Now, her cousin brought a friend to the party.
Okay, yeah.
So sweet. So I've seen the friend now. Did I know her before? No. So I moved to the friend of the party. So me and the friend are getting acquainted. Mm-hmm. Cool. And then basically, at this point, I'm staying in my friend's house, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I had my own house, isn't it? No, I had my own home, but it was just like we're young boys, isn't it? So, and basically, so his house was a spot. So the next day, now, the girl calls me and I'm like, hey, come through to my friend's house. Mm-hmm. And obviously my friend, a very attractive guy as well. I was on the vibe, she's on the vibe of she's going to come with one of her friends. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, cool, yeah, sweet. And I know that they see him, they're going to like him anyway, innit? So what happens now over here, this is such an L. So what happens now is I bring the girl that I moved to the house. Mm-hmm. This girl that I bring to the house likes my friend, isn't it? So what happens now is they get acquainted, and me and this other girl, I don't even know this girl from nowhere. I don't know nothing about her. But what's happened now is, I think, there must have been a bit of drinks flowing, and we're hearing them actually have sex, isn't it? So I think the girl slapped on me as a result of that. Yeah. So the girl that I called, I didn't even sleep with her, isn't it? I ended up sleeping with her like later down the line in life, innit?
That is so...
Yeah, but that's the person I'm supposed to remember, innit? And she was a lesbian, funny enough. Which is hilarious. She is a lesbian. She had a whole girlfriend. Isn't it?
Stop it! No.
And the funny thing about it is, I remember... Like I said, because the girl that I slept with, she was the cousin of the birthday girl, isn't it? She was the actual cousin.
Oh, she was a cousin.
She was the cousin of the birthday girl. And everyone knew she was a lesbian, isn't it? So what happened was, for a bit...
Did you know? Or you
I didn't know. Well, I found out when I spoke to her. Oh, you got a girlfriend?
But this was after you guys had sex?
No, this is...
Before?
Yeah, during it. Oh. I was okay. So that's why I didn't move to her. I thought this is. I was just thought this is gonna be a horrible day. Yeah. And I'm gonna get teased to this day for the rest of my life. Yeah. But and then but what happened was afterwards they found out because she was a lesbian. Her cousin that I knew, they were trying to push me because they didn't want her to be a lesbian anymore, isn't it? So they were all about, come on, man, pursue her. This is me, no, fuck all of that. But this is my younger, reckless.
That is so funny.
Reckless days. Oh, but I wouldn't be able to. Wait, do you feel as though? Okay, what about kissing? If God said, name every single person, and if you get one wrong, hellfire for eternity.
If I could get a pen and paper,
and you're willing to take those risks of missing one kiss.
I don't think I'll miss one though.
Okay. So
I should be judged by my works.
yeah. That's what I'm saying, isn't it? That's what I'm saying, man. Fuck all of that shit, man. Yeah.
But I think I could do it, but maybe I shouldn't risk it.
Yeah, man. Just be judged by man. That would be the best course of action, man.
That is too funny.
Now, in terms of there's a vibe that I get from you.
Okay.
Yeah? Now, you appear very what's the word? Well, maybe you don't appear because I can see, isn't it? But is the what's the word I'm looking for? Is the general consensus regarding you that that you're just a sweet, innocent girl? You're definitely not.
It depends in what context.
I don't know because I don't know why, but maybe it's because you're 5'3" and small, isn't it? And cute. That there's usually that package usually comes of just sweet innocent little Sharon.
Yeah, I think like.
But you're not though, isn't it?
No, I think that is actually probably true 70% of the time.
Yeah, but okay.
But like I do obviously have a side to me where it's kind of like, don't chat to me like that.
Yeah.
Like who do you think you're talking to?
100%. Yeah.
100%. Okay. But I think like I've just kind of grown up in a situation where I've not really had to fight or like not really had to like show that side of myself. And I have a lot of friends who are similar to me in just that they're very empathetic, like genuine, kind people. So yeah. But I think like working in finance, like I said, like you have to start to stand up for yourself because you can't allow these people to just be bullying you up and down all the time. But yeah, I would say generally I'm a sweet girl.
Yeah, you are sweet. But I thought it was a case of...
It's a facade.
No, not that it's a facade, but I'm saying I can see that I can see the fire in you.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No,
so it's like,
yeah.
so it's not, but I feel like you show enough fire to people that know enough people know you've got
do you know what's really interesting? When I was growing up, like I used to be a complete and total like pushover.
Is it?
Yeah, like I was a people pleaser. I still am to a certain extent, but like it was something I really wanted to work on because Beatrice is like, it's so funny actually because Beatrice and I have had like the same upbringing in a sense, apart from obviously our family homes, but we went to the same secondary schools. We went to basically the same sixth forms. Our unis as well, like were quite similar. Went on to do like similar sort of careers and stuff, but we're just completely different. And like she's very like, she's much more stern and very like, yeah, like she like doesn't take nonsense basically. And I'm the complete opposite. Like I was letting people walk all over me.
Who's people? Just everyone in life?
Boy, everybody. It was a mess. And then after a while, I was like, I don't want to be like this anymore. And like Beatrice really helped me kind of get into that space where I could like stop.
But say no, have boundaries.
Yeah. And like, I think also what helps is like, obviously it sounds kind of stupid, but I think growing up, like when I was in primary school, especially when I moved from Hackney to Essex, like I was bullied a bit at school. By the kids, like, you know, when you come to a new school and like children are just children, but like you come to a new school and like you speak the way that you speak because you grew up in East London and everybody else like speaks different to you and like all that kind of stuff. And so I just really struggled like in the first, like, to be honest, the rest of my primary school at that school that I ended up moving to. And I think that informed a lot of like my behavior because then I was just like, I just want to do anything to like get friends because I don't want to always be the left one out, like the one left out. So like when I was in primary school and stuff, like there were just certain times like they wouldn't even include me in the games. Like they would all play a game and I would just be sitting on the bench.
That's so sad, man.
It is sad, but basically that informed a lot of like how I then became to be like as a child. And then you just don't unlearn that stuff. It just becomes part of your personality. So then, yeah, that's what like partly probably why I was like a pushover because I just wanted to be able to get on with everyone.
Okay.
But then obviously some people like see that and they like
take
you become
advantage and shit.
Yeah, like you have both ends of the spectrum. Like I have friends who see that and just know like I'm not going to take the piss because I know that she will do stuff for me that like maybe like other people won't do. But then some people take advantage of it. And I was starting to notice at university, like people are taking advantage of this and I don't like it and I don't like the way it feels. And I would speak to Beatrice about it. She was like, you need to hold your own. Like you need to like defend yourself and stuff. And so because Beatrice is very good at that, I basically could like practice with her. So like if she did something to piss me off, before I would just be like, sweep it under the rug. But then I'd be like, oh no, Beatrice, I actually didn't like that you did it.
Well, how does she take it?
She's like, she takes it well.
Oh,
and then
wow,
she just be like, okay, cool. Like, me and Beatrice don't fight. Like, maybe sometimes we'll like go back and forth about certain things or whatever. More so because we have.
I was scared when you guys when we won the pod together.
What did we do?
You argued. Oh my God, fam. I was shitting myself.
What were we talking about?
About I think bottles, buying bottles.
Yeah. But that, do you know what's so funny?
was like, oh,
that
shit.
to me is not. No, that to me is nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. But I'm just awkward like that.
Like,
innit?
no. People get onto us about that sometimes because they think that we actually hate each other, maybe because of. But like, that's just how we
Hate each other. Maybe is hilarious. Yeah.
Nah, mate. There was a time.
They think they hate you.
No,
hate each other.
there was a time they were like, this podcast has about 2 months left in it.
I think Tammy mentioned that.
Yeah. They were like, nah, these lot are on their last legs. They hate each other. I'm like, this is my sister. Like, what do you mean? Like, this is my maid of honor. We were just having conversations like that. Like, we disagree and we're trying to like, I don't know, we're just passionate, innit? Like, it's not, like I said, I didn't even remember what it was that you were talking about. So it was obviously not anything significant. That's just how me and Beatrice was like. If you heard me and Beatrice on the phone, I'd be like, no, but Beatrice, wait though, because you're not letting me finish. Like, and it's like, it's not because of anything. That's just
it's not
how
just
we are.
comfortable, so you can be
We're
your
just
complete
comfy.
selves around each other.
It's just like, that's just how we are. Like, it's not beef at all. Like, if it's beef, like the way that, like, yeah, no, it'd be so different. But like I said, me and Beatrice don't argue. Like, we might go back and forth about stuff, but like, we never have like full blown arguments. Like, there's never a time where it's like, I'm not talking to Beatrice now. Like, I've never had that. But anyway, yeah. So she helps me a lot with like trying to. It sounds a bit moist, to be honest, but
it's life. What just build a balance. You know what's funny when you say
it's
that?
a balance because I helped her be a bit softer as well. To be fair,
Is it? What, she was too hard bodied before?
Yeah, like sometimes I'd be like, Beatrice, like, just chill, like. So yeah, there's a balance, but like, yeah, like Beatrice doesn't take nonsense, and I was the complete opposite. Like, I was just letting everyone walk all over me. But like now, I'm like a lot better. However, with my legacy friendships, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like some people
They can't respect the change.
They don't respect the change, and so then they think I'm now a bitch. Okay.
I'm going through the same thing as well. Yeah,
but it's kind of like. They're like, oh, like you weren't like this before. But I'm like, but I've just regulated. I'm calibrated back to
what's supposed to be like. Yeah,
like before I was
I'm not having it no more.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's what I am.
People find that very, very. They get very uncomfortable with that.
They find that very uncomfortable.
And I vocalized my change. I'm like, listen, lads. I'm not having this no more.
Yeah. That's good.
No. It's me. I'm ready to actually crash out.
Yeah.
So cool.
I'm telling
Just
you now.
letting you guys know. Yeah.
I'm telling you now, 100%. Yeah, because I was just like, it was also affecting my like interactions with men because it's just kind of like you're doing something and I'm too scared to tell you that you're doing something that I don't like because I'm worried that you're gonna like leave. And that was like part of like what I'm saying about the whole like childhood thing. Yeah, and it was just like this guy from uni that I was telling you about, like he would do stuff and like if I said something that he did that I didn't like, he wouldn't speak to me for 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What sort of things were you telling me you don't like? Because some of them might be warranted. Let me hear this.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, this was like 10 years ago, some of these stuff. Like it was like when I was 18 to like 20. So I don't really remember. But yeah, like now, obviously when I date men, and obviously we're all a lot older, more mature, it's nice because like, even though I still do feel nervous to like confront someone about something that they've done that I don't like, but the reaction is not a blowout. It's genuinely just like, oh, it's an apology. Like I didn't, that was not my intention. I'm like, oh, okay.
So what, you like uncomfortable conversations now?
Do I like it?
Yeah.
It depends what the uncomfortable conversation's about.
I'm still a pussy in that regard, innit?
I like it if it's gonna like mean that we get to like a deeper level. But I don't like telling somebody about something that they've done to me. Like I find that awkward. But I do it because it's necessary.
I know because I know what you're talking about. I've got a relationship with my mum that I need to kind of address. It's not even that deep, but it's like I just can't. Basically, my family dynamic is me. Obviously, me and my brothers and my sister were all different.
Yeah.
And
how many siblings do you have?
I've got 2 older brothers and a younger sister.
Okay.
And what I find is that I didn't realize it at the time. I thought my mum was treating all of us the same. But what she does, which she does, I'm gonna bring my mum on the pod, innit? Yeah.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to. But what she doesn't realize is she doesn't treat us the same in regards to she will get the child to do things that is going to do it. So she doesn't really mind. If she needs something done, if someone needs to pick her up from the airport, her vibe is not to distribute the labor fairly amongst the children. It's which one of my children is likely to do this without fuss. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, it tends to be me, isn't it? So from young, my mum used to do things like tell me to drop my I lived in Enfield at one point. My mum used to tell me to drop my sister, who was a baby at the time, to Elephant and Castle. Me, myself, on public transport. Yeah. Certain times, my mum will tell me to go Elephant and Castle just to pick up jollof rice, to bring it back, yeah? No car, no nothing. I'm like 15 years old, yeah?
No way.
They will send me on dummy missions to do all over the place. My brothers never did anything. And then when I grew up, I was like, hold on one second.
What's going on here?
Why are you picking on me to do all this shit?
Do you know what, yeah? It's so true because I had the same thing where it was kind of like, my brothers are calm now, but my brother who's closest to me in age, so the middle one, like he used to be so disobedient. And so like, and because I was, again, like this pushover thing that I'm talking about, it applies in every aspect of my life.
It would, yeah.
Like it applies in every, so then my parents would get me to do like everything. And I'd be like, do you know what, yeah? I spoke to my mum about it one time that I was like, sorry, no, this is not fair. Yeah. The only reason you're asking me to do this is because, you know, if you were going to ask him to do it, it would be a whole big fuss. But it's actually not fair that just because I'm nice, you're getting me to do everything. Yeah, 100%.
But they don't even do it that way. They're like, you know what? I just want this done, innit?
Yeah, they don't want trouble, but like it's not fair on the child who's actually obedient, because then it pays to be disobedient then.
Yeah, 100%.
If we're all just chilling. Like even when it would be like stuff like doing stuff around the house sometimes, I'd be like, the only reason you're asking me to do this is because you know that if you ask this boy, he's going to be like, but mum, you know, this and third. And it's just like, and you know I'm not going to cause a fuss, but that doesn't make it fair.
But even like with housework, I remember there was one point, basically one of my jobs was to wash the dishes. My hands are like this now because of washing the plates, Literally, just wash it. They made me buy my own gloves to wash the plates. I had to use my own money to buy gloves. And I remember when my brother did his GCSEs, my mum was like, basically, your brother is entering the years to do his GCSEs now. This is how I started washing the plates. So wash the plates. And obviously when he's done his GCSEs, we can recalibrate.
Yeah.
And then I did the maths. I was like, hold on one second. By the time I do my GCSEs, my little sister's gonna be like, what, full 5 years old or something. Yeah. She's not gonna wash the plates. My mom's like, she's gonna wash it. She's gonna wash it. So cool. I reach year 10 now. I'm like, okay, cool. What? Yeah. So no washing the plates. You're washing the plates still. Raw. And then I remember, the come week of the exam, my mum tried to wash them. No. Don't wash the plates now. Where were you before? That's what I'm saying. Where were you before washing the plates, isn't it? F all of that, man.
That's so funny. Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
We all live the same lives, man.
I know, man. I know. But it's been lovely sorry, I don't know why I did that. Someone says I've actually got a bad swear. I'm getting worse with my swearing now. Yeah,
You're not bad, to be honest.
Yeah. But I feel like I do swear a lot, but because I smile when I'm doing it.
That was a filler for no reason.
Yeah. What was I going to say again? Yeah, but I feel like, it's like kind of lovely getting to know all three of you.
Yeah.
I feel as though I've kind of built some sort of understanding and rapport with all of you. And I can't basically say how grateful I am to have all three of you on my pod, man. It's been amazing, man.
Thank you so much. No, honestly, big up for you and like what you're doing here. Like, love your podcast so much. And I think the reason why I love it as well is just that it's so raw and authentic. And I think sometimes when you grow as a podcast and more eyes are on you, you kind of lose that authenticity because so many people have so much to say. But like, that's what I love about your podcast. Like you say a lot of the stuff that like I'm thinking but would be like too scared to say. Do you know what I mean? And like I said as well, you bring on people who wouldn't necessarily have like the spotlight on them and you shed light on their stories and stuff. That is so interesting. But yeah, I've actually really loved this. So exciting. And it's nice to actually, obviously, like I said at the beginning, I was a bit nervous, but like, it's nice to actually have like an opportunity to just talk about me. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, well, obviously, you're more than welcome to come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, whenever you want to come on. Well, what did you just say just a couple seconds ago when you were speaking
shed light on people's stories.
Yeah, shed light on people's stories. I was going to say something.
Necessarily have a spotlight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What I was saying is, so what I can do as a result, because that's kind of like my niche anyway, I can take on that list of people that you guys don't want on your podcast. All of your friends that you're avoiding bringing on your podcast, I'll bring them on mine, mate.
Yeah, you can have them, to be fair. No, I'm joking. There's no one on the list that we're like telling you to go.
You've forgotten about the list anyway.
Maybe. But anyway,
well,
thanks so much, Dammy.
Thank you very much. And I can't wait to hug you when this is off. But thanks. Beautiful. Lovely.
Thanks,
by the way,
Dammy.
take anything you want as well, isn't it?
Okay.
Tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the mud, switching lanes right now. Passive income getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures. 3-course meals for dinners. 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different. Cause the bag is different.
This can't come out.